Hello friends, how are we doing today? Welcome on in. Hello. A little slow start today, but we're good, we're chilling. Oh my gosh.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my, it's Monday, you know, it's a slow Monday.
Time sure goes fast. It doesn't feel like it's been 30 months already.
It feels like it's been 30 months this Monday morning, I can tell you that much. Hello, welcome on in.
The like button, everyone.
You know what
Nice
Mel
to
said?
meet you.
What Mel said right there.
4
Thank you so much
months,
for 30
yay.
months. How we doing? Oh my gosh, good to see y'all out here today. Happy Monday. Yeah, it's Monday vibes. That's for sure. You just move some things around. This music is perfection. It is from Minecraft Legends. Minecraft Legends had a great music soundtrack. Of all the things that they did wrong, they did music very well for the game. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Here for the chat drama? Nah, no chat drama today. We're chilling. Yeah, it's a bit loud. Still on the intro music time frame, but that's cool. Oh my gosh. Hi, how we doing, everybody? Scoville, thanks so much for the 4 months. Cass with the 23 months. I hope you feel better soon. Wamusamus, thank you so much for the 3 months. Mel again with the 30 months. I really do appreciate that. And Cassie Nova, thank you so much for the 4. I really appreciate that. Thank you. How we doing? We love Minecraft Legends music. Honestly, dude, it's so good. I love the soundtrack. It's so good. So cold today. It's warmed up today over here, but will you do the interior of Path on stream? Probably not, because it's just going to be a lot. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of just, you know, running back. Let's go get this. Let's go over here. Blah, 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 blah. So it wouldn't be the most entertaining thing to watch probably, but maybe it would. Maybe people would like to see it when I'm building their interiors. I don't know. We can do some, maybe. We'll see. But my friends, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. So I really do appreciate it. Let's get some better music rock right now. A little bit more uppy vibes. We need uppies. Jordan, thank you so much for the dono. How we doing?
Hey, for real.
Welcome on in.
fWhip.
Have 60-mile-an-hour winds, so many down trees. Holy cow, demonic LARPer. I'm so
Nice to
sorry about
meet
that.
you.
It sucks. Anka with the 7 months. Thank you so
fWhip.
much.
I was skiing today and slammed my wrist twice so badly, but luckily it didn't break. D.
That's rough. Get some ice on that, or you know, just keep the snow on it that you probably slammed into, or you slammed in ice. Who knows? We watched you dig a giant river. I think we'd be fine watching whatever. Fair, Mandolin. Fair. I thought that was going to be a jab, but no, that was just a nice way of saying something. How you doing today, Mandolin? Welcome on in. Astercat. I'd watch Path Interiors. Yes. Okay. Nix, welcome on in. Piranha, welcome on in. Profi Sloth, good to see ya. Mateo, welcome on in. Demi Dark Wolfie, hi, how we doing? TK lovely to see you. Welcome on in today. Snow Help, there you go, good. Glasscoff, how we doing? Welcome on in, everybody. Hi. Oh, it's good to have y'all out here today. Oh my gosh, Tactical Corn. I wait all morning for Civ 7 stream yesterday. I'm busy in the afternoon and check my email and see you streamed hours ago. I've waited all weekend to say I beat the dragon in hardcore for the first time. Hey, congratulations! I'm so happy for you. Yeah. Weekend plans got thrown all over the place, so it was a lot busier than I intended. So Civ 7 stream got pushed a little back, but it was fun yesterday. It was fun. The VOD's still up if anybody wants to go check it out over on the Twitch side. Anima, hello. How we doing? Sparrow, hello. Good to have you again. Janie8, welcome on in. Happy Random Acts of Kindness Day. Do a random act of kindness today. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Awesome. Welcome on in. How we doing? Random Geek, what's going on? Just woke up from a nap. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Yeah. I have a question. How do you think of formatting landscapes and where to build things? Just put a piece down and work off it from there. What looks good. That's the best way to make a landscape, is just to say, you know what, we're starting right here. And that's how you get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be amazing. But the big thing about anything in Minecraft is you just have to start. That is it. Allergies? No, not really. It's just, I don't know, man. But my friends, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. That's a good thing to start doing. We have 750 people in here and we're at 350 likes right now. So if you can click the like button, it helps me out a bunch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're doing goodish. Have stream drink in hand and wrapped in blanket. Hey, there we go. That sounds like a best way to get through a Monday. I mean, a stream looking for all the sherds is always good. Adventure time, yeah, but they take so long to get. The problem, like, I love sherds, but there's no quick way to get them. Like, archaeology, you can only go so fast. Even if you have a seed map, you just are throwing hours into it. But for a quick little reference on what we're working on today, that is not the Minecraft window. That is the desktop window. Good thing I didn't have anything up. Fish Monkey, thank you so much for the prime. We planned this out on stream recently of all of these cliffs around here. So we are going to be working towards digging this out to be able to make this thing.
Can't wait for the new landscape and university in the hardcore world. Just one more month for a full year.
You know, Emil, I couldn't have said it better myself. Yes, we're working on the new landscape to prep for the university. Thank you so much for the 11 months, my dude. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so we're going to start digging this out, which actually, I know it looks big, but it's actually not that bad. I was looking at it this morning because I got the Lightmatica placed in here. If we do a little cheeky cam here.
Wind has been crazy the past 2 days.
It's really not that bad.
Wind howling.
Really not that bad. Like, sure, that, like, a lot of these, like, there's, and if you think about a lot of this stuff is already down to water level, like, it's not terrible out here. And a lot of this you can see is already, we just need to build up. Like, those things just need to come up, so we don't need to break any blocks below it. So that's actually, this dig actually isn't going to be as big as I thought. Famous last words probably, but yeah, so I've got a lot of empty boxes over here to get us started today. We'll see how far those make it through, and then we've got a bunch of blocks of iron because we need to be setting up some beacons. And more importantly, you can probably see my levels are way down compared to last stream. I made 4 more fully enchanted netherite pickaxes. So we got 4, we now have 8 silk touch pickaxes instead of just the 4, and we got our 3 fortune 3s over here as well. So we got blocks to place for beacons. We've got pickaxes to remove blocks, and we've got beacons. Now we need to place beacons. Pickaxe restock. I know I've broken 2 or 3 of them now in total, so I was like, I need to fix this now. Random Geek, thanks so much for the 4 months. Did a prime read sub. Woohoo! Thank you. Wind has been crazy the past 2 days. I know why they call wind howling. There you go. You learn something new every storm or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So, anyways, I want to start a recording, and we're gonna start placing in some beacons. I need to figure out where we want to put them. We're probably gonna start with like one like right here-ish. Probably this seems like a good point to reach. I don't know. Let's go 50. Let's see. Where are we at right now? 69. Perfect. And what is the edge over here? Okay. Yeah, we'll be able to reach that. So let's go back up to that 69. Ow. Overshot it by 3. Okay, we're going to set up our first beacon here. And we're going to go down to be able to be under the lake bed. So we're going to go down into the 50s. Probably. We'll go to the 40. We'll go down to 40. Yes. Or if we find a cave. Hey, Liz. Happy Monday. How we doing? Well, we found a cave. That is a very small cave.
Pleased to meet you.
We'll go to here.
I can't believe it's been 6 months already having a good day fWhip.
That cut off so weird. Caitlin, thank you so much for the 6 months. I hope you're doing well. Really, really do appreciate it. I'm having a pretty good morning. I felt like I didn't sleep the best last night, so I'm kind of a little slow, but it was a fun weekend, so I'm just kind of recovering from that. For Valentine's Day, we went to Cirque du Soleil, which was super fun to go to, which is just like a big like circus show of just absolutely people being super freaking cool and awesome at what they do. So we did that Friday night. It was super fun. And it was one of those ones where I've been quite a few times. My mom loves it, so we would go a lot growing up. And then Sid and I decided to go for Valentine's Day. And it was just so fun to see and the show was just insane. We saw Kuza which is the Cirque du Soleil show traveling right now. And they set it up in a massive tent here in the Seattle area, and it's just so fun to be able to like go in a giant circus tent and watch the show and all that. It was really fun, really cool. We did that, and then we went on Saturday. We went to the aquarium and saw the new saltwater tank that they have, and just like toured around the whole aquarium and everything. That was super fun too. And then we got delicious pizza. Pizza. And they had dairy-free cheese, so I could actually eat it and not be sad. It was great. It was a great time. Never been to a circus? They're fun. They're a good time. Just get to see people be doing such cool stuff. All right, we're just gonna be setting up this here. Apparently the normal person way of building a beacon. Saw the pictures on Instagram. Yeah, I posted some. It was fun. It was a beautiful day in the city too, and it's the first time I'd been to Pike Place since I'd done the remodel and added like the new boardwalk area. So it was really cool to be able to walk down there again from having lived like really close to it for a while. One beacon down. How far back do we need to go? Not super far. So that was 69. So this will, okay, so we are a little out of range over here. So we're gonna actually, well, we don't have to dig there. We have to dig a little. I think we can, maybe we can set it up like a little staggered over here. Well, actually, does this go, how far back do we go over here? I didn't really count off this side. I think I just kind of was like, yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that's 40 blocks. Dude, we might, see, this is so much smaller. The only thing that's going to be kind of a mess is the lake bed. But yeah, so we actually, we don't have the buff right here. Where do we get the buff again? Hello? Okay, so we get the buff right there. So we will set up another one. We'll just set it up right here. This is fine. Been way too long since I went to the aquarium. Need to look at fishies. It was so cool, dude. The new saltwater tank in the Seattle area. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's so cool. They had some sharks swimming around. Well, not real shark, but look like sharks. I think it was like a guitar fish or something like that. I put some photos on Instagram if anybody wants to see. They were fun. Had a good time. Great time. And we took the dogs on a massive walk Saturday morning, which is why I didn't stream Saturday morning. We ended up taking the dogs on a big walkie because they needed to burn some energy. See, I messed this one up. Is this the original world? This is the original hardcore season 3 world. Yes. Have not died in it yet. We're still rocking. Gutterfish. What is it? No, what is it called? I don't know. I think that's what it is. Is that what the fish is called? Yeah, these guys. Yeah, here's an article from the Seattle Aquarium of the fish that I saw in person. See? Guitar fish. Elusive and endangered. Yeah. So I saw him in person. I was standing in front of that tank where he was swimming around up there. Had a great time. Good fish.
Pleased to meet you.
He was a homie. Actually, let me see if I can show this without being too weird. He swam like right up to the edge of the tank that we were looking at. It's so funny. So he's like literally right at the edge of the tank, like right there in front of me, and then he was swimming by, and then so he's just going like right there, and then this little girl's face, she's just like, that's a really big fish. She's just like, whoa. It's so cute. But it was fun. Boop the schnoot. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, my friends, we got 1,000 people in here right now. If you can click the like button, it helps me out a ton. We're at 400 something likes right now. So we got half the people haven't even clicked the like button yet. Me when big fish. Oh. Wow. Been sneezing. I can feel it. Spring is upon us. Well, it's finally no longer everything is frozen around us here, so you know, maybe that means spring is coming. But you know, it's still mid-February. I feel like winter here lasts definitely through the end of February. What level did I go down to here? 48. Okay, so we did go deep enough. Boop, 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 boop. Yoo-hoo. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need another one over here that I'm hoping that I can just do one like back up here. Let's see, where's a good spot? What's this block over here? We're looking at 88, 87, and I'm at, ooh, so we gotta go like, because beacon range is 10, so we can, that's not super heavy over there, so we can maybe go like this would be fine-ish right here. I'm not doing the perfect grid, but it's okay. I'll do a little shreepy shreep first though. Winter for all of us is till the end of March, sometimes a bit of April. Yeah, that's fair. I want to see a sturgeon in person. Sturgeons are so cool. They had some here, or the aquarium. They're cool. They had one that was like, they said, we were chatting with one of the people that worked at the aquarium, and she said the sturgeon was like 110 years old or something that was in the tank. And I was like, how do y'all just have a sturgeon? Oh, I was like, who's making noise? The bats. The bats are making the noise. I was like, how is it that we're just like here chilling around, watching these fish swim around, and you're like, that fish right there is 4 times as old as me. Sorry, what? But that was cool. That was fun to know. And then they had a rockfish that was 120 something years old too. It's like, these fish have just, they live forever, it seems like. How are you doing? Always happy to catch stream. Cookie Bear, welcome on in. I'm doing pretty good today. I'm waking up. I'm getting there. Love it. No stopped itching though. Another day, another dig. Yeah, we're gonna set up for the dig today, get it rocking, and then we're going to start actually tearing down the lake bed area. We might need to get a 5th beacon going, but we'll start with a 4 and see. I've got my plans for the next project. I've got 2 hardcore episodes already recorded on deck that are done, that are just waiting to go live. Well, one's still getting finished editing, but the video that's ready for this week is done, ready to go.
Pleased to meet you.
And then just waiting for the editing on the other one, and then so that gives me 2 weeks to get this dig and video done.
I went to a Pompeii exhibit this weekend and got to touch a 2000 yo piece of tuff. Couldn't help but think fWhip would dig this.
No, I wouldn't dig it. I don't want to ruin history, but like I would be really excited about it. I wouldn't want to dig it up though. But yeah, just drop potato. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. That would be cool. A Pompeii exhibit would be so fun. I do like museums. I like learning about the world history. I like learning about like natural history and the world and like how all that stuff happened. A lot of times I couldn't really care less about like humanity history. Like I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's learn about another person that did a thing and how they got power. Oh, okay, here they fought. They have a bunch of wars. Yay, cool. Let's go learn about something else. I like to learn about rocks and how they got formed and how the rivers came out and all that stuff. That's more fun. Ooh, we're almost at 600 likes for 1,100 people though. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, we need to set up another beacon. And we don't have enough to do a 4th beacon, so we'll just have to stop here for now. Love fine arts. I can only go to an art museum for so long. Like, I have a great time when I'm at them, but like I'm like a, all right, this has been cool. But I'm ready to do something else. Okay, so up here is what? 430. We go to 480. We're probably gonna have a dead zone down there, so we'll bring ourselves back this way a touch. That looks, yeah, this looks, oh, we have the buff right now. Just kidding, we can go further. Not getting the buff anymore, so we'll just go right here. This is fine. There's so much digging. Oh, I heard somebody. I think I heard an Enderman. I did hear an Enderman. Oh, we're just gonna get a ton of gravel in here and figure out how to set up a beacon in this mess, but it's all gonna fall on us anyways. Oh, that would be probably where the Enderman is. That Rava. Rava! No skeleton. Thank you. Here we go. What a loser. Shoots me once and disappears. Come back and fight me. Okay, we're gonna dig up because I don't want to fall and deal with that cave. That should be good, and that's 1, 2, 3, and then we need one more layer. Why did I jump? I saw the arrow coming. What are we digging now? A lake. Yeah, animated moats unfortunately do not work on YouTube. I ported them all to YouTube when I moved over there for streaming originally. Got all of the animations rocking for them so that they would be like, you know, super cool and working and all that stuff. And then, and it was like, cool, you've uploaded them. And I was like, sweet, I got the animated emotes up here. And then I went to look at them and I was like, oh, these are just static
Pleased to meet you.
emotes. They actually don't animate them.
5 like and subscribe to the Flipper.
50 months, my dude. Longhorn, thank you so very much. One of the OGs right there. Thank you so very much for the support, my dude. I really do appreciate that. Yes, I know this is a weird way to build the beacon. Give me a break. I'm trying my best. It's a weird cave. Yeah, it's tripping still. Oh, the one that tries to summarize chat. It's always tripping. I don't think it ever does it correctly. No, that's not iron. That's okay. We don't want AI to be too smart. That's when things get scary. I realized the only thing that I would love for an AI to do is to drive for people, because some people who drive their cars are just such bad drivers that it's just like, can we just have a robot do it so that people just don't have to do that part at all? It's not weird, it's just special. Okay, let's just say it in the nice way then. Okay, that I think is enough. 3, 2, 1. Whoop. Woo! Go in here, get you back out, put our beacons back in there. Bam, bam. Can I just connect? How many blocks can I get out of this? Kind of excited for the new iron sounds. I always forget that they're adding them, but I'm excited now. I always kind of forget that there's new block placing sounds coming for iron. It has begun. The shulker mess is going. We're gonna get actually, I don't want to get grass, so grass over here that I can just place these on because we need them on a I can place them right over here. Nope. Actually, I do want to get grass. We're gonna, sorry. New iron sounds, when was that announced? One of the first snapshots that came out for the new stuff. Shulker monster season is open. True. I mean, it is. Drivers in my state are horrible. They cross all 5 lines. Dude, yeah, it's rough. Recently, I feel like I've been driving, and then it's just like, every single time I'm in the car, I'm just like nervous now. Okay, so we're at 2.76 million. All of our beacons are set up, though. Let's sleep away the night. We are currently on day 9,097, starting off the dig right here with currently 2.76 million blocks mined with the pickaxe and 1.475 million on the shovel. And it's time to see how high that number gets. I don't know if we're going to hit 3 million or not. I'm kind of curious. I'm curious to know if we're going to land in our 3 million range or not today. So I want to use non-silk touch. No, I do want silk touch shovels. Right. Also, I think I missed this one. These ones earlier. Dark Warrior, thank you so much for the prime. And Hermezitos, thank you so much for the prime as well. I really appreciate it. I think chat on screen is a bit cut off at the bottom. Yeah, I moved it down there for Civ stream yesterday. I can move it back up. There y'all go. Y'all can be in the top corner again. Is that... Do I have that on? Yeah, that is stream only. Okay. Let's start a digging. Diggy flip is a go. We're gonna start just like... I kind of want to start excavating this cliffside out here. Just to get it moving, I guess. So we're gonna just... Yeah, we'll just do a little in-person recording clip. Oh, we don't have beacon buff here. Haha. Guess you counted the blocks wrong. Hee hee hee. Where's the beacon buff come in? Right here. Okay, I think we can work with that. We just need to start carving this out so we can see the cliff face here. I figured if we get like the more technically stuff done, and then we can start working on where we need to actually remove things on the other side. Also, we need to go do a lot of torch spam back there. Before we throw the top on, I do want to go back through and light it up on the inside just to save myself the pain later. So we're gonna, because I don't really care that mobs would spawn back there. I just don't want to hear zombies gurgling and grumbling every single time that I'm in the area is basically the reason why I want to do it. So we're gonna spawn proof behind the whole thing and just kind of see where it takes us. Yeah, I got absolutely no idea how long this dig is going to take. I'm kind of just... I like to get that timestamp of the day count when we start and the... just kind of like having all of that knowledge in there. But I've got a plan for the episode of... because I don't think this dig is going to take... I don't think it's going to take super long. Like, I think I could get this dig all done this week. Like, depending on how long we stream today, I think we can actually get a good portion of it done, at least to water level. Below water level is where it's going to be kind of painful. But I'm not scared of this one like I was of the river dig. I guess you could say. New to the stream, what is the highlight block showing? This is a Lightmatica schematic. We've been doing some creative streams for the last while, and we planned out this entire area in creative using a tool called Axiom to just help us shaping out the terrain and doing things much more quickly, and got something that we really liked. And basically, Lightmatica, you can see all these translucent blocks in here that, like, those don't exist. They're just here. What those mean is that you can see that I'm putting them in there for where it's supposed to go. This is basically a blueprint. Like, think of like a Lego description of it. It tells me I've already designed the thing once, and this is telling me where to put the blocks off of the design that I made. So instead of needing to like come up with it again on the fly, I can focus purely on the building, designing, getting the resources, and doing all that. So it's my preferred way to play Minecraft. I get to spend a lot of time having fun and creative. I got to do all that, have a great time out there, and then I got to come into survival and be like, all right, now it's time to make this stuff work. Gotta get the grind. Pink means break, blue means place. Yeah, so all of those need to be placed in. The pinky purpley outline is basically something that is supposed to be an air block. If it's a red outline on it, it means that there's supposed to be a block there, but it's the wrong block. So you can see red right there, and I break it, and that's supposed to be a basalt block. So I'm just using it right now for this because we have to dig out all of this. I'm just kind of using this to prep this corner so that we can have a better idea of... I don't like to leave the Lightmatica up all the time because I know it's not the cleanest to look at. So we're kind of just getting into the point where we're getting as much out of here as we can to really clear it out, and then we will... And a lot of the stone, I'm kind of tempted just to place back in, but I don't know if it's going to look super floaty or not. Because we could just turn on easy place and just tab all this stone in up here. Might as well, instead of filling the inventory, only to come back and place it down later again, yeah? I don't know. Ooh, even coal that we can place down? Oh, great. Oh, I looked at the resource list, by the way. Ignore the orange concrete. That's for the castle, which also there's 24,000 of it currently. I'm scared. We need 3 shulker boxes of basalt. We need 2.5 shulker boxes of acacia log. I need a shulker and a half of acacia wood. I need 2,500 coal ore, which we already have. And the one that's gonna be kind of a pain is gonna be near 8,000 light gray wool. That's not gonna be fun to gather. That's a lot of coal. We already have it. When we dug out the river, we actually came out with 5 shulker boxes of coal ore. So we have the coal, we have the stone, easy, like all that's, and we're gonna be getting even more. And we have the dirt, we have the grass, so all that stuff is taken care of. That's not an issue. I'm not worried about that too much. The acacia, oof. And the gray wool, gonna need to dye some white to gray. No, I have that second sheep farm over by the whatchamacallit? The horse racetrack. So we can actually just jump over there and we can get a ton of stuff pretty easily. So this is all of our dirt. This is gonna be a grass box. This is all stone for now. And then in here is where we're putting everything else. I'm gonna keep the coal on me, and actually I kind of want this andesite back. We can place that in right up here. Is Doug still alive? You know, cryptozoology, I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen him for a while. We could go try and find Doug later. If people are interested, we can go try and find Doug a little later in the stream. I just want to focus on digging for a good while. Yeah, like we can just come through right here and start just building up the cliff face that needs to be built anyways. As well, right? What's this supposed to be? Coal ore? I'll probably look a lot better with coal in it. Yeah, I think I came back through and retextured these later, so. Another epic foot build on the way, hopefully. That's the goal. Yeah, so we'll slowly piece everything in here. It'll look cool in the end. I'm gonna take this another 3 blocks over though. Just give a little bit more range of coming back in a beacon buff. Can't wait to see the finished project you're working on. Me too. Same. Big same. I'm not gonna like do a ton of this as we're going, but it's nice to get a little bit placed in. It honestly might make it more annoying later, but it would save resources. How do you think this world does end? I try to not focus on that. Just enjoying the time in the world. And it's never gonna end. It's a forever world. I'm never gonna die. You only got 1 totem pop the entire time, so you know we're chilling, we're vibing. Yeah, there's all the coal that we had. He's just gonna... Oh, I left my bed over here. What's your favorite block to mine? Tough. Because it just instant mines when it's around deep slate. That's so good. So good. Yeah, okay, we'll start taking this down here. Oh. I missed it. Where did it go? I don't know. I was scared. I got nervous. See, we picked a good spot to clear out. Because look how hollow this is. Like, this is a great space to clear out. There's a massive cave here. I don't do anything. I mean, I don't, it's not me. But like, I think this might not even be like a, I think it'll probably get us to 3 million, but I don't think we're going to get very far beyond 3 million blocks. And when I was doing the river dig, like full send river dig, we were on some streams, we were mining like 90,000 blocks in a stream. So if we're thinking that, like, this could just be like a 2 or 3 day dig here. Then it's gonna be the resource grind to be able to build it back up. That's gonna be the annoying part of this one. Famous last words. Yeah. If it takes longer, it takes longer. We're not here for the destination. I feel like that's like the big takeaway that I've been trying to get across in those like talkie videos I've been doing, is that like the best way to play Minecraft is to not play with a destination in mind. You're just playing to play the game. Like, I think the only people that have a destination when they're playing Minecraft are content creators, because you have to have a finalized project of sorts in order to post a video. Like, that's like what you're working towards as a content creator, is you need to have a finished video product. But you don't have to, like, that's only a, like, it's a stage. Like, your whole Minecraft world is never going to be one video. Doesn't matter what you do. If it is one video, then it's, I don't know. Yes, that's the way you play Minecraft. That's not how I play. Have you built the rest of the river rocks? Like going along the river, like those cliffside ones? I have not, no. That dig is waiting till after this is finished. I've been trying to think of things that are important to me to finish by day 10,000. And extending the river out to the ocean with like completed terraforming was not high on that list. When I think about other things in terms of like the nether tree, the... like getting this landscape in, like that sort of stuff to me had a higher importance to it. So yeah, I have not. If you're meaning in terms of like this landscaping, I still haven't extended it beyond where the video was. I haven't even planned it in creative yet. Been a long time since I've logged in a stream. Welcome on in, Andrew. How we doing? Day 10,000, can't wait. I know, it's gonna be a big one. We're doing a big live stream event celebration for it. As close to hitting 10,000 as I can. It might be a little bit over depending on where the project takes, because I don't want to stop the project early for that, but maybe it'll be like I take a world download right when I hit 10,000. But my plan is to bring a few people on stream and do upload the world onto a server host and just like do a tour with some friends. I've already got 2 people. I've talked to Mog and I've talked to Scar, and they both said that they want to come along. I've sent out a few other feelers out, and I want to get like 3, maybe 4 people in total. I haven't heard back from others, so it'll be a fun time. Basically just get people on the server. I'll make sure that they both have at least a shulker box full of totems so I'm dying for them. And then we'll go. Subathon? No, I don't really want to do a subathon for it, because I don't want to be live streaming until day 10,000. I'd rather be focusing on videos, because I'm definitely a content creator who prefers to make videos. I have a lot of fun on stream. I have a great time streaming, but after I hit like 3 or 4 hours, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I want to leave. Not that y'all aren't great, but you know, my energy is just zapped and I want to be done. I don't think I'd ever do an unlimited subathon, but maybe like a day, like a 12-hour max or something like that. You said event, I wasn't sure. Oh yeah. No, not that type of an event. I'm gonna need all this granite though for the university. Are you gonna start the nether tree at day? I'm hoping to have the nether tree finished for day 10,000. So I'm kind of allocating the last 200 days to the nether tree just to be safe. And if I finish it early, then we'll just find some other things to work on throughout. I have a lot of interiors in the city that need to be built. If you are a member,
Nice to meet you.
a tier 2 member, and you've accessed the server and you've been working on
fWhip.
interiors, I put a note in the
Have you
Discord.
ever thought
I'll get to it in a
about
second.
doing a snowy village / town in the hardcore world?
I think Snowy Village is going to be happening in the I know it'll be happening. I don't have a timeline when it's going to happen. Setnator, thanks so much for the 18 months. It is on the list of things that I want to do. So I want to the landscape that we're working on up here and extending this out, which we worked on a little bit more recently, but I want to bring the landscape up and build a Snowy Village on top of that. So no immediate plans for it, but we will be getting to a Snowy Village eventually. What day are you on right now? We are almost on. We're gonna hit 9,100 today on stream. We're almost there. Have you ever been on Hermitcraft? I have. I have an apartment in Scarland. Great rent. Great landlord. No complaints. I have to commend your attention for not breaking any picks during the river dig. Yeah. Yeah, they survived the river dig. That's for sure. Yep. Are we already? Oh my god, we're already at the road? Dude, this is fantastic. Yeah, we already are almost at the bottom here. Yeah, Scar even gave me I had a pet to take care of. It was great. It was the best, most comfortable mattress ever. You just woke up in the morning and oh, your back just felt so good. Okay, cool. Well, this is all disconnected now. That's nice. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you. This doesn't need to be open. We don't need mobs spawning in there. Cool. Now we just have to remove this thing all the way out. So we're gonna do strips going this way. We'll run back to get back in beacon buff range, and then we'll go again. Give me tips for industrial build style. I'm in a new survival world. I've been wanting to study B-Dub's Hermitcraft 10 builds, but I can't get any contrasts. I mean, if you're trying to study B-Dub's builds, just go look at B-Dub's builds. But I would encourage you to try and come up with your own style kind of on top of that. Biggest thing, if you want to get better as a builder, I know like what B-Dubs does is he looks at a lot of reference art and then builds off of that. So like find some artists that make digital art, or even like basically non-Minecraft builders that are artists that are building, like that are drawing or painting or whatever it is, different buildings and things, and try and use their ideas that they have. Like if you really want to become a better builder, like those, like that type of thing, study off of, learn how to translate other forms of media into Minecraft, and you'll learn a lot of skills along the way that you can then kind of build in to your own build style. But I would encourage you to not just directly copy somebody's build style. You can take inspiration from it for sure, but I'm sure why my membership didn't renew. I have to look into that. Weird. Alrighty. We're gonna put that back in there for now. Just throw all the dirt away. Are you looking for Lightmatica tutorials? There's one on the, I know it was on the CurseForge page. I think it's on their Modrinth page too. That is just somebody going over the basics of how to use Lightmatica. If you watch that, it's a little bit of a boring technical video, but it'll get you there. Get you all the info you need. Jordan, thank you so much for the 5 gift members, my dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks again for the support. Appreciate it. And Kiwi got one right there. Who needs to worry about renewing your membership when you can just get a gifted one? Okay, we're gonna bring this all the way down. Dude, I am hungry. What is... I just got like super hungry all of a sudden. Ooh. My tummy is empty. We're just gonna destroy those. It's not, that's just coarse dirt. Okay. Might as well put the grass that we just picked up right back down over here, because it can save us some time. But I guess I could also save time off of beacon boof. Yeah. Nice. I think luck played a factor. Yeah, the YouTube gift memberships goes to people who have the highest watch time. So, and I like that it does it for some people who are around a long time. Like, they basically always get a gift membership just by if they're always in streams. But unfortunately, it does make it so that it's hard for people who are just joining the community to ever really get a gifted membership, because they'd have to be here more than the other people. Or somebody has to be giving so many that like they get worked down the hierarchy to whoever would be the next on the list. I'm BRRing as best as I can, don't you worry. Yeah, the fact that we don't have to dig a vast majority of this terrain below water level, like, the lake is going to be a pain in the butt to dig down, like, that's for sure. I'm kind of thinking that we tackle the lake after we get this done, just to try and really get the bulk chunk of it out, because once the lake is clear, the rest is just kind of like, okay, we can just build up from there. Kind of thinking if we can just, yeah, after this we'll probably transition out to working in the big bulk area. Oh, here we got a bunch of pale moss. Nice. I forgot that we were working some of that in. I really like how the terrain turned out after the last creative stream. I think the last like extra little rounds of texturing that we threw in really helped it out a lot. Just got home from the hospital after a sciatica pain crisis. Oh no. I'm super grateful to be able to catch stream and wind down and help me get through some much needed comfort screen. Hey, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're on the mend though, and that all the recovery process goes quickly. But glad to know you at least got the energy and everything to hang out here, so that must mean you're at least on a positive note there. Whatever, I'll just leave this. Okay, we need to go down here and just keep carrying this stuff away. We'll just take out all of this. Oh, my inventory's full. I was gonna say, we'll take out all this, because then we can pick it all up. That way, my inventory's very full. Cannot do. It's fine. Have you thought about turning this into a survival world? A lot of people ask me that, and I'm never going to. The big reason is that the second I turn this into survival, why was I playing hardcore for so long? And I know me as a person, I will lose so much motivation if I turn this into a survival world. I will just, part of the reason why I love this is because of I know how much I've been able to achieve and what I'm doing under the circumstances of it being a hardcore world. And the fact that I've been able to do things in this world over the 9,000 days that we've been in here without ever dying. Not many people can say they've survived 9,000 days in a world, whether it's hardcore or survival, because a lot of people just quit from getting bored or burned out or whatever it might be. But like, to be able to say that I've also done that in hardcore is a really cool feeling. And then I don't want to diminish. If I turn this into survival, I'm basically saying that, yeah, if I ever died, I probably would have just, you know, brought myself back and just like, it removes all of the past intensity that we ever went through in the world by turning it into survival. So I have no plans to. I might have some epiphany later in life and be like, you know what, I've survived 60,000 days in this world. I think I've earned it now and blah blah blah. But I don't think you'll ever see this world as a normal survival world. I just know me as a person. I will instantly get burned out and not want to play on it anymore. The second I would make that decision, my desire to play in the world is probably going to be non-existent. Because all of the stuff that I've worked for is just kind of meaningless at that point. Variesha, thank you so much for the 10 months of the Prime. I really appreciate that. Gotta go, be back in a half hour. Hope I don't miss too much. We'll just be digging. It would definitely lose its charm. Yeah, I don't. It's not for me. I know some other creators have done that because they've been like, yeah, actually I don't like hardcore, but I enjoy hardcore. I hardcore Minecraft to me is fun. Like I enjoy the extra challenge that I get by being in here and having like, a big reason why I love this world so much is because it is a hardcore world. Like being able to just go through the process of doing all these crazy things and have the limitation of being like, no, I need to do it safely, or I like am knowing I'm risking it for, is the reward worth the risk type stuff. And that to me is a lot more fun than just playing good old survival. I've already have a survival world that's 9,000 days old, and I lost my motivation to play in it. So felt like there was no challenge. I was pretty much just playing creative mode with the inability to fly because I had every block you could ever think of in millions and millions of quantities, and there's just, yeah, I don't know. I like hardcore. I think everybody should play how they like to play, and this is what I've realized is how I like to play this game. Definitely like using shaders for screenshots and others. Yeah, I really use shaders for screenshots now. I like a lot of shader packs in Minecraft, I think are just too much. Like, sure, they can look pretty and cool and yay and woohoo fancy, but like most of the time shader packs, all they're doing is hiding the build. Like, if you've made a really good build, you went through and textured it all and it looks really good and all that, a lot of times when you turn on shaders, it makes the build look worse. Shaders are like, to me, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, they're very much a crutch for building. Like, a lot of people who build with shaders or like play with shaders on don't typically make the best builds. Part of it is because they might be using a shader pack that has like colored lighting or something, and so they're really trying to bring the colored lighting through, and then they're making a build more about the shader pack than they are about playing Minecraft. And to me, that kind of like, I would rather make a build that looks good for Minecraft, not a build that looks good for playing with that specific shader pack. Like, even the resource pack that I use is pretty bare bones, and most of my builds, if you were to take the resource pack off, are still gonna look pretty good. There's a little bit of foliage stuff sometimes that might be a little different, but for the most part, the builds that I make, like with or without a texture pack on, are gonna look good. Just the trees are gonna not be bushy, and the flowers are not gonna be so full. There are some clear exceptions to that statement though. Yeah, but I would say generally, people who use shaders are not the most talented builders, or they build in a much like simpler, cleaner, like old school Minecraft style. Yeah, I mean, there's exceptions to every rule though, but for the most part, like the average Minecraft shader user is not usually the best builder. Okay, we are down to water. Perfect. Okay, cool. That is that whole first section down. Doesn't it look great? Oh, it looks amazing. Yeah, we did it. That's completed. Uh-huh. Looks like such a mess with only a few of the things in there. That's so funny. Okay, let's unload everything, and we are going to be moving into big dig destruction mode, and we're going to start taking down everything over there. Even though we already have a lot of boxes full of junk. Uh-oh. Yeah, so there's gonna be a house there eventually. That was just that. We filled up like 6 shulkers. It was a big chunk though. It came up pretty high. A lot of people don't know how to adjust their shader settings either, and everything is washed out or impossible to see. Yeah, a lot of shaders have really strong like glare on them and everything. This is a trust the process moment. Yeah. The sounds are so calming, I think I might fall asleep to the stream. Hey, you know what? As long as you click the like button, snooze away. Oh, I guess you're on Twitch now. You can snooze. But we do have 1,500 people on YouTube, and we're not even at 900 likes yet. Just saying. A little subtle guilt trip. Just a little guilt. And we can start the digging. We have a beacon here, so that's good. If you save and paste the schematic, Ethan, go look up a tutorial. I'm not gonna go through the whole process right now. I think you're the one who asked earlier. Literally, on the web page that you probably downloaded Lightmatica on, scroll down into the description, and there is a tutorial video that goes over how to do all of that. You don't need me to tell you. There's other people on the internet that already have made tutorials on that stuff. I believe in you. We're gonna focus on this weird landmass that we're at right now and take it down. Bond Bino, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. 3 more likes. We did it! 1,000 likes! Here's a spoiler. We're working on this. I don't have a spoiler today. This was the spoiler. Oh, I'm gonna build trees up there. That's a spoiler. I forgot to build them in the video, so they're gonna now be in this video. I'm trying to think of, I guess, on a note of how we want to do trees around this area. We need some trees, but I don't want it to be like full forest. But I'm thinking like pockets of trees, like 2 or 3 trees here, 2 or 3 trees there, and I kind of want to move into some like pine tree type vibe, kind of like what we did along the river. Hell, Lily, thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Pleased to meet you.
An official MRLJ, I think. Thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Giant redwoods fit the description. Yeah. Let me see if I can chat with Scar and get his redwood trees, and we'll throw them up there. They'll just dwarf our world tree. They'll be about as tall, and they'll be up on the hillsides. They'll look even bigger. It'll be great. Are you gonna do any swampy areas? I would love to do some swampy stuff eventually, but no current plans. I kind of want to do like how the Raya Lucaria part in Elden Ring is like a swampy area that's like up in a highland cliff area that created some lakes. So it's not like down at water level, but it's like up in the mountains swampy area. Like I think something like that could be kind of cool to try one day.
Pleased to meet you.
Raya Lucaria, is that what it is called? How you pronounce it? Prickly trees, bushy things. Yeah, exactly. I also want to design a tree soon that's gonna look like a birch tree, kind of like those ones, but I want to put pale oak leaves on it and use that in the winter area because I think it could look kind of cool mixed in with like full-on deciduous tree forests.
Pleased to meet you.
Or coniferous tree forests. I think that'd be a cool one. Deciduous.
Trees in this area might be planted as windbreaks to protect the students' fields. Missed River Dig. Glad I could make this one.
That's a good idea, RK. That's a good idea. Thank you so much for the 26 months, my dude. Thank you for the idea, too. I'll try and remember that. I guess I could do some of that throughout this area. A lot of these trees that we built in this place are definitely for shade for people working and then also for windbreakers. So, be a similar idea. It's not a bad way to do it, though.
Real.
Denisha, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome on in, folks. Welcome. How we doing? We are digging again. We're doing more digging. As always, we dig. So it must be dug. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome on in, folks. Have a great stream. Gonna go grab foods. I'm so hungry. Dude, my stomach's growling at me over here. I don't know what happened. Normally I'm good for another hour or two. And I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I've only been live for an hour. I made a mistake. Should have eaten more breakfast. But have a good one. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. What were y'all up to over in Tanisha's stream? More hardcore stuffs? Really putting in the mind in Minecraft. That's the goal. Yeah, so welcome on in, folks. We are working in this part. I have a big city over there. If you're familiar with my world, we have the really big city over there. There's World Tree. We're working towards making a giant university up on the cliff up there. And the river that we've been digging out for the last while ends right here. So we're turning it into a lake at this end. So we're digging out the area where the lake is going to be going. And trying to get all of that sorted. So yeah, we're literally just starting to dig today. I've got a Lightmatica schematic in here of like what it's gonna look like in the end. So we're just starting to carve out the center of the lake currently. And then we're gonna worry about carving out the underneath of the lake in the future. The idea is that there's a bunch of cliffs around this area to help with the terrain going up so high. So I want to make to blend all that stuff in together. We're saying the lake itself was an old volcano that's now super dormant and completely gone. So the middle of it is the reason why this is here, and like all the explosion around create all these big massive cliffs is volcano explosion-y stuff. And then so we're gonna make the bottom look like really cool basalt remnants of lava flows and whatnot that are now just resting below the water. How many years means 9,100 days in Minecraft, like in IRL? If you're asking how many years I play in this, I'm a little over 3 years IRL in this world. But if you divide it by 364, you'll get how many years it is. When will you do a world tour? We're gonna do a world tour next at day 10,000. We're currently at 9,100, literally on the dot. So this is 9,101 right here. We've done it. Another 100 days survived. And yeah, so we're gonna do the big world tour on day 10,000 because I think that's gonna be really fun. We're doing a big live stream event for it. It's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna bring on some friends, guests into the world, upload a copy of it to the server so that the actual world is still gonna stay sacred, single player only. Nobody's allowed in here, but we're gonna upload a copy of it, bring some friends on, hope none of them die, and go and do a really big world tour day. It'd be super fun. Hours spent in creative? I have no idea how many hours I've spent in creative for this world. Playtime in this world, though, is at time played. We're at 76.8 IRL days. So our next big milestone after 10,000 days is going to be 100 IRL days of playtime. Heroic Pixels, it's you. Hello. Would be 29 years. Oh my gosh. My Minecraft character is almost as old as I am. Oh. We're both so good at hardcore, neither of us have ever died. Will you still quit if you die in the 10K special copy world? No. If it's just an uploaded copy of the world, it's fine. I'm gonna turn off the day cycle for it so we can tour around in peace. Yeah, I'm playing hardcore IRL too. Yeah, so we're a true hardcore boy. Next series is doing it all in real life. Yeah, I was gonna turn into, what is that, a bushcraft channel? Is that what those are? I survived overnight in the wilderness in negative 50-degree Fahrenheit temperatures with no sleeping bag. Okay, I'm sure you did. And you know how many broken totems? Only one. We've only had one totem pop the entire time, and it's because I got glitched on a strider. Got kicked into the lava and could not escape. But yeah, if the Nether update didn't make it so that when you pop a totem you get fire resistance, I would have died. The only reason I didn't die was because I got the fire resistance for 30 seconds, was able to finish swimming out of the lava lake. So, Minecraft MVP. Negative 50 Fahrenheit sounds like where I am right now. Yeah, but like outside without a sleeping bag, you know? I survived a tummy ache, dude. Honestly, like, sometimes that's a tough one. Sometimes that's enough to earn a medal right there. Wait, that was a glitch? I mean, I didn't know you could get kicked off of a strider. Is it possible to get kicked off of a strider ever? I thought they were specifically designed to be safe passage over lava lakes, not randomly kick you out of a strider. And I got kicked out of the strider, and then my elytra got stuck in flying animation, but I couldn't use a rocket. So I got stuck in like a swimming animation in lava and couldn't get out of it. How wide does your world span? I try and keep everything as central as we can. I have a world map, and my farthest build is all the way over here, and then that is at X 1800 basically, and we go all the way to negative 2400, and then we have like a build down here for a Guardian Temple, but yeah, most of my world is concentrated around kind of what you can see on here. So there's a lot of stuff. I'm building I always say I'm building a medieval fantasy world. I love swimming in lava. You know, pretty fun if you have fire resist. Great time. Just embrace the orange. Glitch deaths are so fun. Yeah. Ain't that right, Bedrock players? Bedrock players love glitch deaths. What chair do you use? Like this chair? It's a Herman Miller. I bought it on a Black Friday sale. Best investment ever.
For real.
A little support for a friend and a shout out to all the awesome mods.
Hey Jordan, thank you so much for the donut. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, we gotta throw some hearts in the chat for the mods. They do a great job. They help us out a lot. What, Herman Miller? It's a very, very nice office and office furniture company. When is setup tour? I don't really want to do one, to be honest. I love my Herman Miller chair. Dude, I absolutely love mine. The lifetime warranty on them or whatever it is so good, but I'm like, dude, if they like wouldn't replace it, I would still buy another one. Oh, I had so many back problems. I went through like every brand of gaming chair ever, and none of them were that great for me. I just always, they're like the super most comfortable ergonomic gaming chair, blah blah blah. Tried so many of them. I tried the DX Racers. I tried I can't remember what other brands, but I tried like every single one that you see like streamers sponsored by. I bought one of each pretty much. None of them worked. I've given them all away to friends who love them, but for me, I've had a lot of back problems growing up, so good old sports injuries. So I was like, I'm just gonna, instead of spending some monies to keep buying these ones that aren't working, I'm just gonna buy the expensive one and hope that it really works. And it did. Or your dogs? They're downstairs. They're sleepy. They went on a big walk this weekend. They're snoozing. Okay, we are going to be taking things down to this layer because I want to try and dig the lake bed out as much as we can. Just kidding. There's going to be so much. Oh, there's flooded caves everywhere. Good cave. Flooded bad. I think we just need to dig it all down. Ooh, it's going to suck. I think we'll just have to set up conduits and go for it. Don't mean to be rude, but at all. But for me, the stream is quieter than normal. I haven't changed settings on my side at all. Are other people thinking stream is quieter? It could be your headphones or something, but as far as I know, I had a Windows update that messed up all my settings, but it didn't change audio bars or anything. So if it's quieter than normal, I don't think it's my side. I have the music down a little bit lower than normal, like maybe 5% lower than normal, but beside that, nothing's changed. Music is very quiet, but words are fine. I mean, yeah, those are just a quiet song. I mean, I got the music up. Normally I keep it about like 35 to 40% volume, and it's at 35 right now, so it's at its somewhat norm. Can't stay, but want to wish you a happy stream and an even better day. Biscuit Fluff, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. You have a good one, all right? Hope your day's going well. I wonder if a volume slider helps with that issue. Well, I know some people max out the volume slider and then they're like, why is it's still quiet? It honestly, volume sliders on everything here and there get so confusing because, like, granted, I have a streamer setup, so like I have extra volume sliders on everything, but I have the volume slider on my Go XLR, which changes. That's like the master volume slider. So wherever that goes, everything else goes up or down. And then I have the volume slider on Windows itself, which everybody has. Like if you have a laptop or whatever, like desktop, whatever, like you have Windows sliders that you can like change off of your keyboard volume up and down, or by going to the task manager up and down. And then you also have the volume slider within your, like the YouTube window that you can change up and down, or the Twitch window that you can change up and down. And then on top of that, there's also like program specific ones. And then if you're wearing headphones, sometimes your headphones also have a volume slider on the side. Like, how do I know which one is quiet? Like, which one do I turn all the way up? Because sometimes like on headphones, you never want to move them to 100% because then you're going to blow out your speakers, even if it's quiet volume. So you don't want your headphones to ever go above 80% to make them last longer. And then you're like, but then which one do I move up here? And this one up here. And I was like, oh my God, which one is quiet? Eggs is like, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Somebody hold me back. I'm gonna start throwing. I'm gonna throw cables. We can change our shovel now. It'd be fun to make a game of capture the flag or a treasure hunt for 10,000 days, maybe. Imagine two teams exploring the world for clues. That would be fun to do, like a scavenger hunt thing like that, but I've always wanted to create like something for the world downloads for y'all to have something to go explore around and do. Like I don't want to do it in this way, but I always thought it was a really cool idea when Looney died in his season 1 world, I think it was. And he in the world download put some crazy absurd scavenger hunt. Granted, the thing that you got out of it was that you got a, what was it? It was like one of those, you got an NFT of the world. So like, I'm not gonna do any crypto bro stuff. It's not my life. But it was like just a cool thought as an idea of something to be able to share with everybody. Like that was just like a fun thing in itself. but just like having the crazy scavenger hunt, like really in depth. Like I feel like I need to bring somebody in and be like, hey, can you like explore around the world and make like somebody who's like an actual game master, like bring somebody in to make a scavenger hunt in the world for me, and then I could like send that to all of you, because I feel like if I would make it, it wouldn't be the most entertaining thing. A new dig where? The harbor's right over that side. The city is right over there. We're at the top of the river. We're at the top of the river. We are digging out the lake that connects into the river that we just finished digging. So you know the river had to come from somewhere. You could ask Pix maybe. Yeah, he is pretty good at that type of stuff. But it's just like a lot of effort. I wouldn't want like, hey, can you do me a solid as a friend and do this thing that'll take you probably like 10 hours to do? No, I need to find somebody and like pay them to do it. Look, friends. What's up, Jenny? How we doing? Does the river have a name already? No. It's just Doug. Pixie Blocks made a whole world based off that stuff. Yeah, his Ultimate Survival World. Yeah, I never looked at it. I know some friends did like an SMP, kind of trying to cover it, but I never logged into it. I wasn't super interested by it. Hello, boys. These guys were over here menacing, looking at me with a crossbow. They did not expect the Elytra chest piece swap, smash the leader in the face with a sword. Yeah, that was some gaming right there. They never knew what hit them. They never expected it. River Doug. No, I don't want to name the river Doug. It's been dugged. It hasn't been dug. It's not Doug. You killed the friends. Oh, well. Oopsies. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to be right back real quick. I am so freaking hungry. I'm going to go get a little bar or something. I'll be right back. Little memento. Enjoy the music. Hello, I'm back. Okay. All right. I was so freaking hungry. I was like, I'm dying here. Didn't know fWhip had dogs. I think we'll see them maybe later. I keep my office door closed, so I'm not too loud for my wife. She's working downstairs. But they stop by sometimes. All right, we said we were doing the center of the lake. So we're just gonna... I think for now, I just kind of want to like box off a large section and we'll just start taking it down. We'll go... maybe like here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna cut some lines for where we're gonna start digging down. We'll get to work. I have a guinea pig named Nova. It was only after I decided on the name that I went, wait a minute. Were you thinking in terms of my pup? If so, that's really funny. It was getting me when you, if you've ever played Cyberpunk 2077, not family friendly at all. I feel like I always have to preface that before I talk about the game. Great game though, absolutely amazing. Loved it. Would love to see more of that style. But they have Nova as like a slang that they have in the world for like, that's so cool, or like got it is kind of what I always took it as, since they're like that's so Nova, or whatever the phrase would be. And every time it would be like, yeah, my dog is cool. There, now we got our lines in. We can start destroying. Cruel world, thank you. This has been such a fun Minecraft world to build up. It's just been so awesome to be able to work on this. I'm absolutely like, I'm at this weird point where I'm so excited to get back into multiplayer stuff sometime in the next few months, and like I really miss playing Minecraft with friends, and like would love to do an SMP soon. But also, God, I am just so loving just this being the sole focus of what I'm doing. Like when I'm working for the day, I know that I'm logging into this world and I am just grinding away, and just whether it's designing the next thing or whether it's working on like actually implementing something, thinking of like a next redstone machine to make to start getting resources I need, whatever it might be, like just the ability to sit in a single Minecraft world and not really care about like, or not really worry about like other YouTuber responsibilities of like, oh, I need to balance this with this, or I need to balance this over here, or I need to balance this series, blah, blah, blah. It's really nice. I've been having so much fun with it. Chat, what's an SMP? Yeah, it's a multiplayer server. Basically like Empires was an SMP. Music fits really well with that pep talk. Well, this music right here is Minecraft Earth. Rip Minecraft Earth. It would have been such a good game. And then the global panini. Minecraft Earth was going to be so cool.
Pleased to meet you.
More
Red
diggy
Perry.
diggy.
Thank you for the 33 months, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, more diggy diggy. When you have big digging jobs like this, do you also dig by hand in your creative? No, I use a mod called Axiom. If you ever heard of World Edit, it's like the modern version of World Edit that's just a billion times better at 99% of what World Edit could do. And so I use that, and it just, you can, if you go check out the stream we did last Friday or last Monday, you can see the VOD, but it basically allows you to modify things in mass. You can basically paint into your world and change thousands of blocks at a time. So I'm using that more as like a 3D modeling tool almost, instead of an actual like building block by block. And then now we are, since we have the 3D model done, which is everything in here you can see with those cliff shapes and all that. Now I just need to actually build it in the world. And that thing's called Lightmatica. Oh, Mandolin, did you make Link's new skin? I don't think I heard that. I haven't tuned into the stream for a few days, so I haven't seen it. That looks so cool. Yeah, this area is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for it. I really want to design some new trees for out here because I think we can make some really cool special stuff that would fit. I feel like things that are a little bit more airy and wispy and less full are going to really work in this area. So I kind of want to get those in. OMG, a Mandolin. Yeah. Mandolin's been hanging. They've been vibing in the Twitch chat. His last two now. Oh, very cool. So I've already answered this. I got an ad shortly after. How do you manage your time planning out builds and playing on servers, etc.? Very poorly. It's I try and alternate, which I don't know if I'm gonna be doing next SMP. But I usually would say, okay, here's my project that I want to work on here. And then I need to, like, once I get that project done, okay, I'm going to transfer back to single player, work on a project there. Okay, I got that done. I'm going to move back to the server and work on the next video there and kind of alternate back and forth between them. I think whenever the next SMP comes around, I would like to try, as long as I'm feeling like I'm not the only one on the server doing it, but I would like to try, like, only doing the SMP for like the first 2 or 3 months that it's out, which is making me really, like, I really want to hit day 10,000 before that, so I'm like sinking a lot of time into this series just to get to day 10,000 because I don't want to end before. But I think that might be something that I do, and if I do go that route, just because I know that's going to be a little different for how Patreon stuff works, I think I'm going to start releasing, like, schematics of the builds that I make on the SMP so that people can still get access to the builds and things that I do. If the world downloads are delayed for a little while, I'll have schematics so people can go check things out, or even, like, a little world download of each individual thing. So, bring back UHC? Nah, never. UHC, I've never had that much fun in them. The first UHC I ever did was fun. After that, I hated them. So boring for me. I'm not a PvPer. I don't play this game to PvP. Did you watch Beast Games? No, I had zero interest in that.
Pleased to meet you.
Not big on game shows to begin with, and I'm also just generally not a big Mr. Beast fan. Rave, thank you so much for the tier 2 membership, my dude. Be sure to join the Discord if you want to jump on the server or get access to world downloads and all that stuff. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. What's UFC? No, UHC. It's like a old school Minecraft mini game thing. They basically took like Hunger Games and turned it into a mini game. I don't care about saving these flowers. I'll get more later. I actually do need to make just a default flower farm for dandelions. I keep running low on them, and I really do like dandelions. Ultimate hardcore. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate it. What shows do I like to watch? I watch a lot of documentaries. Nature docs. Big on nature docs. Sid and I watch those a lot
Pleased to meet you.
together. We just finished watching
Love
Our
terraforming
Oceans.
takes the world
So
to
good.
another level.
Pleased to
Hernan,
meet
thank you
you.
so much for the 8 months, my dude. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like I've said it at the beginning of this year. This was the year that I wanted to make this Minecraft world into something that's truly my own. And I've always felt like the first step to doing that is we need to do a lot of terraforming projects to really just make into something that people are like, wait, you like this is, you didn't like, that's not just like a custom world gen, like you did all of that. Like that's kind of what I'm going for in here. So yeah, that's been a big goal for me this year. Is like 2025 was very much the year of establishing like the world. Like it's that I want to establish like new civilizations and keep growing the outer ones and add just really cool big elements to the world that make this just feel that much more grand. So I feel like I've got the building skills to the point where for myself where I feel like comfortable with doing those bigger things now, especially the terraforming side. What animes have you watched? Not too many. SAO I watched, Sword Art Online. That one was pretty good. The first few seasons. The last one's got kind of weird. I liked Log Horizon. That was pretty good. I watched Solo Leveling season 1. That was good. And then I don't want to pay for Crunchyroll, so I'm not watching season 2. I don't watch enough anime to warrant paying for Crunchyroll. But yeah, I don't watch too many. I'm not a big anime fan. Attack on Titan. I've seen season 1, but I wasn't super into it. We're just taking all the dirt off of here and all the dirt pockets that we discover so that when I come back later and dig out all the stones and everything, we don't really have to worry about tool swapping. The more we can take out of this stuff, the better. Saves more. Makes the later parts more efficient. I need to get the Crunchyroll so I can finish Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, okay. Yeah, Crunchyroll isn't super expensive. I'd buy it to watch one show and then I'd cancel it, so. First 2 seasons of SAO were great. The season after that took a bit of a nosedive. Yeah, they were great when like the stakes were in it. And then as soon as the stakes got removed, it's like, what are we doing? Oh, I have seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah, I think I heard they're doing another Cyberpunk Edge Runners style show. Like obviously a new one. But I would be very down to watch that. Be faster if you use GNT. Maybe. I don't really care to though. I like manually digging out areas. I don't like TNT duping to remove terrain and things like that, especially in the overworld. I've done it a few times in the Nether just for sake of time, efficiency, back in the early days of this world, but I don't think I'm really gonna TNT dupe to remove landscapes anymore. If it's something that I want to remove, I'm gonna be doing it by hand. And yes, even if that means the nether. And I need to figure out how we're doing the nether tree. I really need to get into creative soon. I can't decide if I want to do that on stream or if I want it to be like just a big, massive surprise. I'm kind of leaning towards big, massive surprise. For the better time lapse. That also true. Watching a TNT explosion go in a from a TNT machine is only fun for so long. Do you do backflips? No. Do I look like somebody who's coordinated on land? Do I give that vibe? No. Ah, man, I was a swimmer. Coordination did not was not something I built up on land. In the water, sure, yeah, I got you there, but no. On land? No. Tripping over myself. Like surprises. Yeah, it's been fun designing some things on stream, but I think for that, just because it's been so long awaited, I feel like I need to... And we're playing at the university on stream for the most part, and then it'll just kind of be the final finishing touches and little details that I'm going to do off, but like, yeah. Which mods did I use? You can join the Discord and check the resources channel. My whole mod list is in there. It's fairly up to date. I don't think there's anything that I'm currently using that's not in there. Yeah, fire tick has been off in this world since we started the world. That was one of the rules on episode 1 that I said I'm changing because it drives me crazy, is how I said it. Super cringe. Yeah, so the tree won't burn. And then, yeah, so fire tick is off, and we have Enderman griefing turned off. Those are the 2 game rules that I've changed. And that was put in from the get-go. Have you seen Shulkercraft mod pack? No, I don't really watch Shulkercraft. I'll turn on their videos sometimes when they're like, we've tested these farm designs. Here's our findings of what we think is the most efficient. I'll watch those, but I tend to not really watch anything else that they do. Or usually what'll happen is I will click into the Shulkercraft video, see whose farm design that they took to make their video, and then I'll go watch that person's video who made the farm. I don't need Shulkercraft to tell me how to do something that somebody else said. Their channel's basically a good resource for me to find people who actually do redstone. Not that they don't do redstone, but a lot of their builds and things that they have showcased as redstone tutorials are not really their own design. So that's why you'll very, very rarely ever see me credit Shulkercraft in a tutorial of anything. Even if I might have watched their video on how to build the thing, I will always give credit to the person who actually designed it because they're the one who deserves it. It's a bummer to see. I know there's a few farm designers that made farms that were actually getting good views on it, and then Shulkercraft made a video on a tutorial of how to build the farm, and then their video just stopped getting views because Shulkercraft, they're good at making tutorials, so their video was better, but it does suck when and they have a bigger audience, so of course they're gonna get more views. But it does suck when the little guys who are actually coming up with the design making no money off of it, and then Shulkercraft gets 2 million views. Would you watch a video if they asked to use a build of yours? The thing is, they don't ask; they just do it. But also, they won't use any of mine. They'd only do redstone stuff. They don't want my stuff. And I'm happy about that. Is this University Lake? Yeah. What version of your world on? I'm on 1.21.4. The Pale Garden. The Garden Awakens, I believe it was called. Do we start flattening now? Do we just keep extending this removing of the dirt? Do we change it up, start flattening stuff down, and take out some stone too, or keep vibing on this? How many days are you on now? We just passed 9,100. Dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Like if a Minecraft gamer uses a build of yours. If you're just doing your own thing in your own world, I don't really care if you credit me or not, because nobody's gonna see it. But if you're making a YouTube video or you're posting it somewhere, like I would like credit if my build is just taken 100%. And if you're like, I've seen people who are like selling server maps and things, and I'm like, that's my castle. Like absolutely no permission granted from me. So yeah. But if you're just playing a single player world, doing your own thing, or you're playing on a server with some friends, I don't care. Like, build what you want to build. Who cares? But if you're making money off of something that I made, that's where there's an issue coming in. Because that's not why I make these things. My builds are not here so that people can steal them and make their own money off of my work. Like, I already have some dude who comes across my feed every once in a while that is a Russian YouTube channel that just blatantly any smaller build that I release a video of, they will just watch the video and study the build that I made, recreate it, and make a tutorial on how to make it. Dude gets millions of views every single video, and it's so frustrating. It's like the largest Minecraft channel in Russia, and they just literally all they do is copy my builds. They steal Sausage's builds, and they steal like any popular builder in US, or not US, but English speaking Minecraft channels that's like a good builder. This guy just watches their channels, steals the build, and does a tutorial on how to make the thing, and makes so much money off of it. It's so dumb. I hate it. And I've called it out to YouTube multiple times, and they're just like, yeah, well, technically he's making new content off of it by introducing it to a new language, so we're not gonna ban him. I'm like, you guys suck. You guys just like how much money he's making you. I use texture pack in my YouTube hardcore world, but I give credit to you in the first video I used it. Yeah, I mean, texture pack is fine. I mean, I appreciate the credit, but you don't feel obligated to for the texture pack or anything. But if like people ask, be like, oh yeah, I got it over here, but you don't need to be like, and I'm using this texture pack, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, you're good on that. Texture packs are different. Same way I'm not advertising all the time of, oh yeah, I use this thing from Vanilla Twigs, but people ask like, oh, where'd you get the sun and moon being 3D from? I'll be like, oh yeah, it's on Vanilla Twigs. It's just like, I don't, all I ask is that people don't hide it, but like if you don't need, like, you also don't need me shouting into the void and being like, I got this from here, this is where it's from. Like, that's fine. I don't need that. Big technically, yeah. Can you please remove lava? Yeah, we'll get it eventually. It does need to go though. fWhip about to create a Russian channel to combat him? No. That sounds too much effort. Didn't YouTube get shut down in Russia for a while? Is it still open there? Can't remember. I thought I got shut down for a bit with the war in Ukraine. What's all the dirt for? To reveal a lake underneath. Watch the shovel. Yeah, it's still got 100 on it. As long as there's a little red on the bar, we're okay. With netherite, when you get into the area where there's no red, you still have like 60 durability left. Yeah, so now it's gone, and yeah, 74 durability. They shut down a bunch of stuff, but not YouTube. Oh, okay, interesting. Gotcha. Yoo-hoo! Too high. Needed that. Spent 100 days learning Russian to combat this Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah, that's there we go. I think Mog speaks a little Russian, or he like did for a while. Like I think he tried learning it a while ago, just being interested. I don't know if he still is able to speak any. Yeah, that's not a battle that I'm going to pick other than trying to get YouTube to cancel them. I'm not putting any effort into giving them more of a platform. Shovel. We got a new shovel. We're good. Oh, hello, Pit. Yep, hello. We're gonna need a lot of those gravel. We probably have enough back at the storage already to be able to make all the concrete powder I need, but we can always get more. Got a mass report. Yeah, I'm gonna rally my audience to mass report this dude. That's how we're gonna get it done. Make a TikTok about it. Everybody report this person. Be my first and only ever TikTok. Even my single player worlds, if I use someone else's build, I put a sign stating whose build it is. That's kind of fun to be able to walk around and be like, oh, I have this build by blah, blah, blah. Oh, I have this by blah, blah, blah. Like, that can be kind of a fun way to remember it, too. Yeah, my whole thing when it comes to, like, builds, like, using other people's builds and things like that, the only thing that I care about is if people are making content off of it. Like that's the only part that like is like a really? It's the same way that like if I ever make a redstone farm, if I follow a tutorial by somebody to make it, I will always give credit
Pleased to meet you.
to who I got it from. But if it's like if it's one that I just like pulled out of my brain, sometimes it's hard to remember. Starry, thank you so much for the 9 months. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing today? Welcome on in. Because there are some redstone things with like little redstone clocks, like the Etho hopper clock. Like I always will say like, oh, I'm building an Etho hopper clock, but some people like don't really realize that like, oh no, it's Etho who designed it. But like little things like that, like real redstone contraptions, like I don't know if the person who I got it from is the one who designed it originally, or but it's just like in my brain of here's how I can make a little timer or a little clock. But like I learned about the Etho hopper clock, I think from an Impulse video way back in the day. So like I didn't even learn about it from Etho, but like, so I try and if there's like a like the Impulse item sorters type things, like that type of stuff is used so interchangeably everywhere in Minecraft that it's kind of, I don't know. Like I'm not typically giving credit for those things because it's just like it's at the point where they've been around so long that they're just like Minecraft general knowledge, I think, for a lot of people. Is there a handmade dripstone cave in your forever world? I think it would fit nicely behind the bigger waterfalls. I don't have a handmade dripstone cave anywhere, but I've kind of wanted to do something like that. It could be fun. What do you think I should do to lay out a medieval style city? I have a really old video on how I lay out cities, and I still do the same stuff. You can go check that out, but get your roads lined up first. Get all your roadways in and do all that, and then you expand from there. If it's really, really ancient, it means it's kind of grown over time. So if it's not perfect layout roads like a modern city would be, then that's just part of it. That's part of the quirk of old-timey cities is they had some design around the roads, but a lot of times especially if they were a village, they grew into a town, they grew into a city, like they're not the most efficient things all the time. So I like to have a few main roads throughout, and then everything else is just kind of wonky, windy from there. It's kind of fun to get lost in back alley streets. I would say if you're trying to make a city, the biggest thing is you need a lot of different streets. Like a city is not just going to be one road with buildings on both sides of it. Like you're going to have multiple layers of streets throughout. Like if you look at ours, I would love to have more streets throughout here, but like we have the one main one that comes up here, goes all the way down here and winds and like goes out the back, but then also comes here into the plaza where it kind of winds around here and all those different ways. But like out here, it branches here. You can go that way. You can go down to the dock. You can go over there. Then from the dock, you can go to the boardwalk. And even all these have little back ways. I would love, and I'm going to have like 2 different rows of streets up in this area. We're going to have another street looping back up in here, probably connecting down into there. This street's going to continue up to the university. And so like they're kind of all over the place where the streets are going to be going in. So I would say focus on having a lot of different layers of streets. You have your main ones, have your side streets, have your as many different layers and rows as you can. I forgot how compact path is. I know it's one where I really, really love the city, but we're kind of stuck within the landscape that we built in between, which is cool because it's made a really fun challenge of building the city. But I think whenever path is finished, like I am gonna eventually want to start another city in this world, and I think that one, I don't want to go as big as like Germsy Boy is building his city right now, because that thing is absurdly massive. Like I don't want to go to that scale, but I kind of want to take some design elements from that and have a flatter city so that we can expand more freely, and definitely going along the way of the walls will be built last. Like that is a very big thing that I want to hold true to the next city we build, is that the walls will be the absolute last thing we make. Or we'll maybe have 2 layers of walls if we want to keep expanding, saying that like the city grew a ton. But yeah. Is it a mod? What is a mod? You get that? Oh, yeah. That's Zeros world map. Spelled like X Zeros world map. That's how you spell it. They also have a mini-map mod, but I don't like to have a mini-map, so I just have the world map. Don't try to make a city as big as the building with fWhip city either. That was supposed to be big. Well, I think actually if I were to do that now, I would do a better job of it. And I would actually want to complete it. The scale of projects that I pick now are so much bigger than we did with building with fWhip. If you think about like the absolute just size, pure difference that I do for projects nowadays versus projects back then. Because for most of building with fWhip, I was not a full-time content creator. Like a vast majority of like 3 of the 5 years that we played in building with fWhip, I was not a full-time content creator. 3.5, I think. So a lot of those projects per episode were so much smaller than I pick now. And so I think if I were to do something along those lines now, one, I'm a much better Minecraft builder than I was back then. So I have a better idea of how to lay things out and get the setup in and do it correctly, that I think I could actually tackle something that big and actually complete it. I have a lot of nostalgia for that city, but if you look like at the scale of those houses versus the scale of the builds that I make now, those things, I went back through there recently to look at it just for fun, and their houses, those houses are tiny. Those are like the little baby farmhouses that we make out here. You'd have certain buildings representing seasons in the university. I hadn't really thought about that. Probably, maybe like we could have like different coloring on the front. Like we could do like some mosaic stuff that like you're like the spring hall, summer hall, and fall and winter. I don't know.
End of epidemic flu in check. Your chill stream is great with my digging obsidian for my new gas farm in hardcore world. DBTW, push that like button, boys, smile and ha.
Make sure you look into how to light up those gas farms in a new update, because I had to redo the lighting on my entire gas farm to make it work. The old gas farm designs will spawn skeletons now. Just as a heads up for you, you gotta put so many more frog lights in it, and they run so much slower. But Starry, thanks so much for the donor. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But hope you're able to avoid the flu and all that. I was talking to my stepmom recently. Well, I got a text from her. She's a ER doctor, and so she was like, "Hey, just so you guys know, like, make sure you got your flu shots." And I was, "Don't worry, I got mine back in the early fall. Like, I'm good to go." Sid and I both got ours, and she was like, "Okay, like, we have so many people coming into the ER right now with the flu, like, way more than we've ever seen before." And I was like, "Oh, great, thanks for another thing to be scared about. Great." I was like, I appreciate the update, but I don't care about those. Let's go drop stuff now. Woo! Nailed it. Did I fill that grass one up? I did. Didn't fill that up though. We're gonna need more shulker boxes. We're gonna need a lot more shulker boxes. Really like your lives. You made my breakup softer and easy to forget. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're going through a tough time. That's never fun. Happy to be here and be a little distraction for you though. A little sense of calm. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully better days to come. But you're always welcome in here to hang. This year's flu is so much worse than others. Yeah. Yeah, no, Sid and I get our flu shots as early as we can, pretty much. Just want to say thank you for posting the VODs. I love enjoying them as background enjoyment while I work. Hey, Goldfish, thanks for checking them out. Good to have you. Yeah. Zooply. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. Not even close, though. I knew I'd slept before any mobs could spawn. You know what we could do? We could take some of the grass. Well, actually, we should go do all the torch lighting up behind and then working on that. But we could start taking some of the dirt and grass that we have here instead of moving it to storage and coming back with it. We could just start laying some of that down. Any tips for building a desert village? If you want to see the style that I do, I have a few videos on my channel for building up New Papyrus, which is a desert city that I'm making in this world. You can go check out. But I'd say the big thing for deserts is that there's not gonna be a lot of rain, and so you can reflect that into the into the roof styles that you're making. So you can have flat roofs instead of like domed roofs or angled ones like that. Like, you're not really gonna have that unless it's purely for like a decorative reason. So, and also a lot of windows to allow airflow to go through, and general openings because they're trying to keep things cold and as calm as they can. So, I'd say that's a big one. Hayden, thank you so much for the 5 months, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome on in. Yeah, we're at Big Dig 2. Electric Boogaloo. Actually, this is Big Dig 3. Maybe 4 or 5. Could be 6. I don't know. That was a mountain. That's no longer a mountain. So that's probably 1. What big digs have we done in this world? We have mountain. It was a fairly decent amount of digging. Well, I mean, obviously that we've dug everything under there to get grass for that terrain. This is obviously a big dig. This was a big dig. This mesa biome was a big dig. That's kind of cool. There's a little pit back there. Where else have we done big digs? Oh, this was a pretty big dig. That was solid before. We'd already dug a river out to the ocean once. This is our second river we've dug to the ocean, so you know. This one we still need to come back and clean up the cliffs, unfortunately. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, oh man, we've cleared out all this forest. I need to get in there and work on extending the terrain out. Big dig. Get your mind out of the gutter. Use resource packs or mods. I have my own resource pack. It's the fWhip foliage upgrades. It's available as supporters for download. Doesn't change much in the game outside of Totem in the offhand is a little bit smaller. Flower textures and leaves are bushy. Flowers are just a little bit more full of life than Minecraft flowers. I'm kind of hoping that they make it so that all Minecraft flowers can be put in those little 2x2 in a block. Like, I would love if they did that. I wonder if they're just worried about like textures overlapping. But I really, really would love if they just reworked flowers to be able to do that. Maybe not the current ones that are placed down, but like future ones you can break and place it and be able to do it. I feel like that'd be such a cool change. Rain also, yeah, rain. I kind of forgot rain exists, you know, in Minecraft. But yeah, the rain texture is a little bit more transparent, so you don't see it as much. I did that purely so videos could have less pixelation in them when it rained. I kind of have those weird... This is me playing too much Minecraft. Anybody else ever like dreams where you're just playing Minecraft? No, me, probably. I'm gonna assume at least one other person in here has had a dream of playing Minecraft. But I had a dream playing Minecraft that we were on the 10,000 day world tour. Like just playing and doing the live stream, and a thunderstorm hit in game, and I just like started freaking out, being like, oh my god, it started raining, like, oh, the weather, it's back. Like, we're just out there and the people I'm touring with are like, they were just, I guess, in the dream was me, Mog, Scar, and I think Gem. It's just like we're in there just chatting and walking around, and like we're touring around, we're like touring around this area here, and just a thunderstorm started, and then all the snow started landing on the trees, and I was just like, oh my god. It's just like, it's happening, and they're all like, what are you freaking out about? It's just a thunderstorm in Minecraft. And I was like, no, you don't get it. It hasn't rained in this world for 2 years. And they're like, this guy's kind of weird, you know. And then they all just left. They were just like, I don't think I want to be here for the stream anymore. I was just like, oh my god. Yeah, if that's a prophecy, if it rains on that one, that could be something, man. That could be something. Caveman sees rain for the first time. Just starts breaking out in ooga ooga. Just starts hitting things. One time my boyfriend full on yelled at me in his sleep, complaining that he had died when he had just found another fortress and got another worse and blazed better approaches. That's so funny. Why I once unironically in a dream said, hey guys, Santa's real in Minecraft. There you go. Why has it not rained for so long? I updated to a pre-release for I think 1.19, and since then it has never rained in this world. Something bugged. I don't know what it was, but we have the weather cycle in this world is just stuck on clear weather, and thank God it's stuck on clear weather and not stuck on raining, because I would have went crazy if this was just stuck. Could you imagine that if you get a bug where instead of this, where it's just constantly clear weather, anytime you sleep, you wake up and it just starts raining again in your world? I would panic. I live in the rain too much IRL. I don't need to live in it in Minecraft too. I need to upgrade to that pre-release. I couldn't tell you how it happened, man. When you have worlds that are years and years old, sometimes you get weird bugs like that happen, and of all the bugs that I could get, I'm okay with that one. I didn't even notice it for a while. Like, a few episodes went by and I was like, there's hasn't been any rain in this world for a while. Thankfully, we got skeleton horses before. The only thing that I have not gotten that I need a thunderstorm to get is a creeper skull. And then I actually never got a piglin head either, so I cannot make anything with piglin head. I can't use piglin heads to decorate, which was a little bit of a bummer. And then I can't use the creeper skull banner pattern.
Pleased to meet you.
242, thanks for becoming a member, my dude. Appreciate that. We're digging. We're digging today. We've been doing the digging. That's for sure. One day it may rain again. Dude, if I'm not recording when it starts raining, because it will. Like, I've looked into the files. I'm not modifying anything because I can fix it, but in order to fix it, I have to enable cheats. The other fix is that the way it happened is there was like a stack overflow error, basically, because the way rain works in Minecraft is that there's like you have a number of ticks that the weather is going to be clear for, and then the weather is going to cycle into being in another weather cycle of rain or thunder, and then it'll do that for a certain number of ticks, and then when that count ends, it's going to go back to clear, and it's usually like a random number within a certain range, so it doesn't like rain instantly right after you had rain again. It can sometimes, but it's not going to like always do it. But what happened is somehow in that pre-release, I think it tried toggling into weather, and I remember having a crash issue once or twice in that pre-release. And I think what happened is a crash happened at the time when it was supposed to be toggling into weather happening. And so you can, if you like do /weather space clear, you can put a number of ticks in there that goes for how long it's going to be clear weather for. And I did that, or no, I didn't do that, but like you can set it to like 1 billion or something like that. And if I look in the files, I can find that number, and it basically it went negative, and then it went into a negative. Then Minecraft tried to fix it, and because it went negative, it like looped around to the top. So it's I can go into creative, and I can just set weather, rain, sleep, and then it'll be fine. Like I did that in a copy of the world just to test to see if I could fix it. But in order to do that, I have to enable cheats, so I'm not doing it. But yeah, so the bug is that the tick count for the next rain got set to the maximum possible number of ticks until it'll rain again. So in order for that is like so incredibly long. Like we will do that sometimes if we have like an SMP that's going to be like a creative one, just to make it show that we don't, or like we're doing like a build video or something, we'll just either you can turn weather off, but you used to not be able to turn it off. Yeah, which is like 5,000 IRL hours. Yeah, Sooth. So we used to set it up to the absolute max that it could possibly be, so that when we're doing our builds, we just never worried about it raining. When I was doing creative builds or whatever in the past, I would just do that. You just log in and you do /weather clear blah 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 blah. You just max out the zeros, and then you just go, and that would be fine. So what happened was that came through. So I need to basically play through all of those hours of gameplay in here. So eventually it will rain again. Like it's not permanently broken. It didn't get disabled. The tick count is going down. You can find it in the files to see the next time it's gonna rain. So like there's some mods that'll estimate, oh like yeah, you're gonna have rain and blah blah blah. So you can find that information in there. And now I'm basically just playing the game of waiting for those ticks to hit 0, and then it will rain again in this world. So we're just at that point. Oscars, thank you so much for becoming a tier 2 member, my dude. If you want to get the world download or anything, be sure to join the Discord and all that. You can get access to it if you connect your account. 5,000 hours is less than a year. That is a true statement. It's not. It's a lot less, but so. How many days IRL is 5,000 hours? I just decided to rain right now. That'd be pretty good. You know, I was gonna say you're cheating if you do it to fix a bug in your world. I think it ruins the legitimacy of it just by. I mean, sure, I believe that all of you would be like, yeah, that's fine, just do it. Who cares? Like, let's get the weather back. But I think there would definitely be, even if I were like, okay, we're doing it live on stream, I need to do this, run this command, blah, 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 and then we're just doing it all on stream. Like, there are still going to be people being like, well, we've seen him go into cheaty mode once. What's mean he hasn't done it before? And I just don't want to deal with that. So when I know the bug will fix itself, I think that makes it more of a cool thing when it happens too. Like when it finally happens, like if that were to happen on a live stream, like say it just randomly started raining right now, people have been around the community for a long time that know that it's a thing where the weather's been broken in this world. That's going to be like a big moment. Like that's going to be a huge moment in this world of we finally hit the point where we've survived long enough for the weather to be fixed. Could you imagine? That's going to be so cool. I think that's going to be so fun. Then have to deal with rain all the time again. We would freak out. Exactly. Like I think that's kind of Like, sure, I can fix the bug, but that's not as fun as, like, one, it kind of ruins a little bit of the legitimacy in the eyes of some peoples, and then two, it also makes it so that, like, it turns it into a much bigger moment of when the thing eventually fixes itself, which it will. I don't know when it will, but it's going to at one point. Yeah, this song's Squid Coast from Minecraft Dungeons. I love this song. It's so good. Also, shovel broken. If you survive that long, which you will. That's like 15,000 Minecraft days, something like that. Who knows? Because that's also from the time when we had it. So I don't remember what day I was on when the bug happened. I think I was like 6,000 days or something like that. Thomas's 100 his favorite mod 1000%. Thomas's OG mod. I think Thomas might actually be the first person I ever gave mod to. The amount of streams I've watched and I've never noticed. Yeah, right? What's your favorite mod? Yeah. Thomas, I think, was the first mod. It was either him or Pride Ceratops, who's another YouTuber. We were pretty close friends back in the day. And it was him or Thomas who was the first mod. Can't remember. It was one of the two of them. Sorry, we're expanding the mess. How do you become a mod? You be in the community for a long time and basically be somebody who stands out to me and the rest of the mods as somebody who upholds the community values pretty well, is mature, and somebody who we can see that is like already interested in helping out the community. We take moderating pretty seriously.
You should build a laboratory somewhere for scientists who are trying to bring the rains back. Your world is all about farmland and crops. Of course people would be trying to bring it back.
Yeah, but if we're going Minecraft lore, which is I do try and stick... Also, Alec, thank you for the dono, I appreciate it. I try and stick within Minecraft lore, so technically you don't need rain in Minecraft to grow crops. Technically. We're still within bounds. Yeah, we're very much in bounds. Okay. So if we're going Minecraft lore, we actually don't need rain for crops, but it could be kind of fun to have like some rain totems around where people are like wishing for the rains to come back just for the sake of it. But like Minecraft, in Minecraft terms, water is not required. Well, rain is not required. You just need water, and you can have infinite water sources. So technically speaking, rain not needed. Blocky is definitely not mature. Blocky's mature when they need to be. They just know that they don't need to be mature all the time. There's a difference between being a goofy, chaotic individual. Because I would say, like, I'm definitely in the goofy, chaotic side. But, like, if I need to be mature and I need to be an adult in situations, like, just flip a switch and it's on. And that's the same with pretty much everybody on the mod team. Like, if everybody on the mod team, I also appreciate, is a goofy individual. Like, that's fun. It makes it so much more fun and entertaining, and they're all friends and nice people to be around and nice people to chat with. Like, that's a big part. It's not like any of them are just rude and not good peoples. But yeah, like, be as goofy as you want. You just need to know when to turn it off. Do you think you'd live stream Stardew on a weekend stream? I've been obsessed with the game recently. I need to go finish my perfection farm, but I haven't been super interested in Stardew recently. I go through like Stardew Valley like going hard phases where I play it for like a month or two, and I just like play a year in game or something like that, and then I'm like, okay, I'll be back in 6 months. So I'm kind of in that phase right now. I'm sure I'll pick it up again soonish. Kind of thinking about playing Heroes of Hammerwatch on stream though, but I feel like I'm so far into the game, it'd be so much explaining to do. That's the problem. I have so many games that I really love that I think I'm like, okay, this would be kind of cool to hang. Like, they're pretty simple games to grasp, but like I'm so far into them that I'm just like, it's kind of hard to introduce that to a stream, you know? I feel like that one would be pretty easy to grasp because it's a pretty simple one and it's a roguelike, so each time you start is kind of new. What are you about to build? A lake. We're working on a lake and we're working on the cliffs around the lake. Also been kind of inspired. I don't know if he's in here. I saw Bars's video that came out yesterday, I think, where was like just building some random ruins around the world of like old remnants. And I was like, I did that recently right underneath that tree you'll see in the next video. There's some little ruiny things over there. I've already done that. I did that weeks ago, but I was kind of like, I kind of want to do more of them. Like just having random things. Like I was thinking if we just had like up here behind the sunflower field, because I don't know what to do up here. I don't really want to throw a bunch of trees, but we just had like an old ruined building or something. Could be kind of cool. I want to start adding just more history to the world. Like I definitely want to, just for another point, is over here. So past the iron mine village that I made before the holidays, we have this little farmstead. This Stony Peaks biome here, I really, really want to turn it into like a ruined castle. If anybody remembers the building with fWhip ruined castle, like those ancient, almost like elven castle ruins that I made, I kind of want to do that, like something similar to that, like some ancient society that used to have like a crazy hilltop fortress up there. I thought could be cool. Any plans on playing Elden Ring Nightgale? I'm interested. I will likely buy it. I don't know how into it I'm gonna be. I don't like Elden Ring as an RTS. So I'm very interested to see how, or not RTS, roguelike, where every single time you start, you're kind of like you're starting bare bones base class, and then you're finding your weapons and you're getting your gear as you're moving. Like that doesn't sound the most fun to me. I'll probably play it. I know Ollie's been very interested by it, so like I'll probably play with some friends. I am definitely in the hesitant side of like I'll play it a few rounds and see how it goes, but I don't know how much I'm gonna like it, because if it's just like, okay, log in with your buddies, play your 5 days or whatever in game, okay, cool, you did that, right, you won or you lost, all right, let's run it again. Like I don't know how many times I'm gonna be able to do that over and over again, you know? Especially, I'm okay with that in single player games. Like that in a single player game, love. When it's multiplayer, I kind of I get a little bit less fun, especially if it's like really intense the entire time. I'm like, It's a big reason why I don't like League of Legends or those types of games also, is that I don't really enjoy games where I restart every single time I play a round. Not my favorite. I like games that have a long progression cycle to them where I can like see my characters getting stronger over time. That's like it's a big thing for me in gaming. You watch D-Bubs? Yeah, D-Bubs is my favorite. No, I don't know who D-Bubs is. I mean, B-Dubs. B-Dubs is one of the guys who got me to play vanilla Minecraft. The building with B-Dub series is one of the main reasons why I moved to vanilla from... I used to only play Minecraft with Conquest Reforged back in the day. I thought vanilla was ugly until I saw what B-Dubs was... I think it was when he was working on like an elven something in his old building with B-Dubs world. Saw that and I was like, wait a second, vanilla Minecraft is cool. You can do this. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this a shot. What's your favorite Beatos build? I have no idea. I appreciate that he is forever on the side of trying to convince people diorite is a good block, because same. So I really appreciate that. His cyberpunk stuff is cool. Like every time he does a new cyberpunk thing, I'm like, I can't want to try cyberpunk, and then I'm like, no, I don't. Okay, we are clearing the dirt. Death to diorite. Oh, get out of here. Diorite is one of the best blocks in the game. Now that Palewood is here, though, I'm honestly, diorite got such a big upgrade when Palewood came in, because now you have diorite walls and you have pale oak fences. Chef's kiss. A white fence to go with the diorite palette. Oh, so good. I think we need quartz walls. Yeah, quartz could definitely benefit from walls. Also, quartz brick slabs would be very nice. Not just being the solid block. So the max ticks or rains is about 34.7 days IRL, and it happened around 6,000 days around the time frame he built the Guardian Farm exterior. Oh, okay. So what would that put us at? I feel like that means the rain is probably only 10 days of gameplay away. Something like that. Like 10 IRL days. Another 200 hours or so. Because 6,000 days of gameplay. How many hours do I play Minecraft daily? I would say over a week, I'm probably playing somewhere in the 40 to 50 hours of Minecraft range. And that's split between creative planning, survival building, resource grinding, coming up with an episode idea and flying around in my world aimlessly in the creative copy, trying to find where I want to build something. I try to not AFK at farms at all. I don't AFK in this world. The longest I will AFK is like 10 minutes, and that's just I'll have a farm running, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and make a snack real quick. But I don't AFK in this world at all. Outside of like those little 10-minute, 20-minute whatevers. And I rarely do that. Like I did it at the gunpowder farm recently, or the rocket farm, just to try and get some rockets, because I am so down bad on rockets. We need to go over to there, and I am gonna use mini HUD to make a spawning sphere. And we're gonna go and just make a, we're gonna go and just light up the entire perimeter of the creeper farm for there, because it's so stocked up on paper now in the Dwarven city. The paper is stocked. Like paper's starting to despawn, but the creeper farm is not running at all. I personally love to see more mosaic versions of blocks. I'd love to see more 1x1 mosaics. I feel like that's hard to do though. White walls. Yeah. Honestly, if they just had like polished blocks, could get a wall, they would be fine. That'd be it. That'd be totally great. Also, give me a stone brick wall. Or no, a stone wall. We have a stone brick wall. I want a stone wall. Can I just get a smooth gray wall, please? Why did tough and deep slate get cobbled? I guess we have cobblestone wall. But like they also got polished as walls. But then polished granite, polished diorite don't have walls. But diorite and granite have walls, but not polished. I just would love, like plain stone needs a wall. It's got stair and slab. Smooth stone would be great to have a wall too. Oh my gosh, smooth stone would be an amazing wall block. I'm very down with that. I hadn't even really thought about that. I always forget about Smoothstone. If you weren't a content creator, what would you be? Before I was a content creator, I worked in database management. Super, super fun stuff. So I'd probably still be doing that. Would be my guess. And then trying to be one of those people making indie games on the side to get into the game industry one day. I did read a pretty sad story about somebody, but it's just like such the truth of the game industry. This guy was like, so I quit my job 3 years ago and said I had a great idea as a developer on how to make a really, really cool video game. So I quit my job, put all my life savings into making this video game, thinking I'm going to make it huge as a game developer. He's like, I went through the entire process of developing the game. It launched. We green-lighted on Steam, had all that stuff. A bunch of people wish-listed it. We were the #1 wish-listed game on Steam. And then we finally released early access. It was great. It was almost fully developed game. He's like, we sold hundreds of thousands of copies. And then 99.5% of them returned them using the Steam refund policy. In the end, we only ended up selling 2,000 copies of the game. And I have now lost $600,000 on it. And I was like, you what? Like, oh, I was like, I'm so glad I'm not a game developer, man. That's be able to work so long in a game that you're just throwing your entire life passion into to do. And just such a risk of being able to do it. Being like the #1 wish listed game on Steam. Like if I had that and I was releasing a game, I'd be like, I've done it. I'm in. Oh my God, I am the #1 wish listed game. This is amazing. And then the Steam refund policy, thankfully for developers, has been changed since then, so that they can't really get screwed over as much. But like selling like thousands of copies, I can't remember the name of the game, and then all of them getting returned because people like just played through the game enough to be like, yeah, I don't really want it, I'm gonna return it. But like they got like hours of enjoyment, but the Steam refund policy used to have a loophole.
I'm finally able to catch a stream.
Oh.
I started a YouTube channel and you heavily inspired me to do it. We are about to hit 1K subs. Love you, man.
Hey, Eagle, good luck, my dude. Thank you so much for the 2 years. Really appreciate it. Good luck on the channel. Good luck. Yeah, make sure you're taking time, doing it your own way. Have fun with it. That's the best part about the early days of YouTube is no stress, just have fun. Sounds like you got that part sorted out, so good luck. I've heard this exact story. I brought it up in discussion. It brought up a lot of discussion about refund policies. I am all in favor of a refund policy needing to be there, because there are a lot of games on Steam that are like a bait and switch of they aren't offering what they say they are. Like there needs to be refund policies on Steam, but I think a Steam refund policy, like the way they have it now, whereas if you've played more than 2 hours, you can't refund the game anymore, I feel like is pretty good. Like that's a pretty good way of, like, I think that's a pretty healthy amount of it. If you've played for 2 hours and you haven't decided if you like the game or not, and you're thinking about refunding it, then like you just kind of need to pull the trigger, or you need to go do some research outside of it. But like you can't go to a movie theater and watch half of a movie and be like, yeah, I don't think I want it, can I have a refund on my ticket? Like you can't do that. Like, and you can't like buy a book at a bookstore, read half of it, and then be like, yeah, refund policy should be about % of game done instead of time played. That also is in there too. Like if you play more than 20% of the game, but then that's also based off the developer to set where 20% is. So that also gives the developers potentially too much power, because they could say, okay, so we actually only have 4 main missions. So, and one of those is the tutorial. So when you finish the tutorial, technically you've finished 25% of the main part of the game, and there you're above your 20% mark. So you finish the tutorial, no longer able to return. And then that brings up the side of, okay, what if you have 4 main quests in there and the tutorial being one of them, and then you're done, but you have 300 side quests. They're not essential to finishing the game. Like you don't have to play them. But then like, do they count towards the percentage of the game? Because if they do, then you could technically finish the entire game without ever hitting 25%. And then you could still refund the game. And that's not fair to the developer. So like I think the hours played is like the best lock-in point that they can have. Like that's the healthiest way to do it. Or if it's percent based, I think it should be like you get a percent of your refund back. Like you can't just say, okay, so like at 20% of the game played, you can no longer get a refund. But say you're at 10%, you can get half your money back. I think that would be fair if we're going off of percent played. But then, yeah, so it gives the developers a lot more power to rig it in a way that makes refunds less. Hours played is the only like clean way that I can think of that would be not abusable and consistent across the board. But then you also have some games where there's like I know there's some games on Steam that are like $2 that you can actually finish in like 30 minutes. Like the entire video game is 30 minutes to play through. Why are you digging? I'm making a lake. Pretty salty about Steam refund changes as an indecisive girly, but I get it and can respect it. Yeah, it also is like I think developers get charged if refunds get issued. Like they don't get, it's not just like a clean slate. Oh, the game cost $20. We're taking $20 back. Like I think they get charged for handling the refund from Steam, if I remember correctly. So I think in that age where there's so many YouTube videos, there's a million content creators out there that make videos that are like, no, before you buy this video game. And it's like, I like with the realm of all that and so much information ahead before you buy a game or buy a movie or buy an appliance or buy anything, clothes, whatever it might be. Like, I think some ability to try it yourself is really important. But like, there's so much information out there now to help people have decisions that I don't think the refund policies need to be extremely flexible. Like, I think if you've played a video game for more than 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, like I would say don't refund it, or like that's where you're cut off. But I also think Steam should also give a pop-up. If you like, you can enable the option for Steam to pop up and like, hey, your refund window is ending in 10 minutes. Are you sure you want to continue playing the game? That's why you should generally not pre-order games. Yeah, pre-ordering games is it's a risky biz out there now. There's a lot of ups and downs of pre-ordering. Because you usually get bonus stuff when the game comes out, and actually pre-ordering helps fund games to actually like be completed. Because once they know they have a confirmed number of sales before the game's even out, then they can allocate more funding to the game itself, like after they've paid off their other things. So like early access games, like game development as a whole is just changed. Like the way it works is, since the era of like Steam Greenlight and online downloads and things no longer needing to ship based off of being a like a disc that you put into your console that you now download games, a lot of games are releasing incomplete because they need to get the funding in order to finish them. Otherwise they'd never be finished with how expensive games are to develop now. But that's just kind of the way the industry is moving. Like, it's unfortunate that AAA games are still coming in at like $60-70 to buy the game. Like that, you'd think with now not releasing a full finished game, they should be a little bit less expensive than they were when you used to be able to buy a full game. But unfinished game, no. Yeah, I feel like, because like, I would say Civ 7 is a recent example of a game that released that is clearly still a work in progress game. But I have faith in the studio based off of every previous Civ title Firaxis has released. Within 6 months, they turn into great games. And it's a game that I know I'm going to be playing for a long time because I love the series. I've across all of the Civ games, I probably have close to 4,000 hours of playtime, like from Civ 3 and beyond. Like I have thousands upon thousands of hours of game time. So like, I know I'm going to be enjoying it, and I'm gonna like really, really enjoy the long haul of playing the game. So I'm okay with it being a little not finished when it comes out. But so many people were expecting the quality of Civ 6 now when Civ 7 released. But then if you look back and when Civ 6 released, people thought it was the worst game ever, that the genre was ruined and blah, blah, blah. How is it so much worse than Civ 5? And then they gave it a few months and they're like, oh my God, I love this game. So it's interesting how it all goes. I'm one of those wait years to buy a game until they have an 80 to 95% off sale. Yeah. I'm also big mad about studios still charging 60, $70 for a 20-year-old game. Looking at you, Sims. Dude, isn't Sims 4 to buy all the DLC like well over $1,000 if you were to just buy it like net out right now? Like if you've done that over a few years where you're like, oh yeah, $5 for this one, sure. $5 for that one, yeah, why not? $5 every year, sure. But like, if you were to buy it now to buy it all, I'd be like, oh my God. Is the base game free now? I don't know. I know nothing about Civ or Sims. All I know is my neighbor used to play it when I was growing up. I'm pained at how much I've spent. Oh, I play WoW. Don't worry. I'm right up there with you. I did cancel my WoW sub recently though, so you know. Officially not coming back for season 2. Alright, Kestrel, welcome on in. Are we just out here digging? Why do you get so much coarse dirt for your roads? I have a lot of dirt and I have a lot of gravel. And if I'm ever totally out of gravel, I have a piglin bartering farm that I can throw gold into for my gold farm and it produces gravel. But this is where I get all my dirt from. I have so much gravel and dirt right now. And 2 gravel and 2 dirt makes 4 coarse dirt. That's all you need. Amazes me that WoW is still popular. Feels outdated to me. I would say WoW is the best MMO out there right now. And the problem is that nobody's been able to do it better than WoW. Like that's just the truth of it, is that there's a lot of other MMOs out there, but for the true MMO degenerates, like WoW is the best of the best that's out there right now. Like nobody's comes close to competing with them. I don't know why you'd want to play WoW if you don't dedicatedly do any endgame. Yeah, that's a big reason why I'm not playing anymore. I just don't have the desire and or time to raid. Like, so usually when I play WoW, it's at the start of an expansion. I get in there. I love Mythic Plus dungeons. It's like it's always has been I always love 5-man content on WoW. It was always my preferred way to play the game. We're gonna just take this over like another 10 and then that'll be our clearing point. We're not gonna bring all this stone out. We'll start on it, but yeah, I always love 5-man content in WoW. I like challenge mode dungeons, so good back in the day. And raiding was always just something that was like what you did for competitive stuff. But yeah, so now I'll usually play WoW until I'm like I get Keystone Master, and then I'll like usually just slowly idle off and stop playing over time. I love Lost Ark. It's a guilty pleasure. Dude, Lost Ark is the time sink of all time sinks. Holy cow. It was fun though. I played for a good while when I first came to US servers. Man, that was a time sink. Last time for me too, I'm not currently sure when the rain comes back, but with the info given to me, I would say potentially late spring to midsummer. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Hey, no worries. If if that's a good guess, then hopefully, I mean, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. I always thought it'd be coming. I figured it'd be happening sometime this year, depending on how much I'm playing in the world.
Pleased to meet you.
I was assuming it'd probably happen before like day 12,000 or something
Another
around there.
Like the stream, everyone !__ fWhip cozy
Egypt
__
Sai, thanks so much for the 15 months.
__ cozy.
How you doing today? Welcome on in. Is today a day off of school? Summer showers, that'd be sick. Yeah, we got a thunder. What if we got a thunderstorm to start it off? Oh, that'd be the best. I would love to get a charged creeper and get a creeper skull. The first thing we're doing if we get rain back is a thunderstorm. We're trapping a bunch of creepers, and we're gonna try and get a piglin head. Yeah, snow day in Canada. I thought there was like some... Isn't there like a holiday in the US today or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't pay attention to those. It's a holiday family day. Yeah. President's Day, so no school. Okay, yeah, there is. Mm-hmm. Well, technically, in Minecraft terms, we're not in a drought because water sources make infinite water. So we're good. We just don't get rain. Remember, it's Minecraft logic that applies here. I don't get why like half of my Spotify stuff is breaking today. Curses Windows update.
Curses Windows update.
I don't even know what features you added. All I know is you broke things. Wow. Then to fix the rain, you gotta use 2 buckets in the sky, but I don't want like permanent rain though, you know? 'Cause imagine if we just imagine if it bugs and it just never stopped raining. I would be so sad. It's like making up for all of the lost rain. Just permanent thunderstorm in the world. Duh. I'd need to be sitting at my string farm for hours to try and get all the string to cover all the snow areas that be coming down. That I'm not excited about. I'm not excited about the weather fixing in terms of how much stuff I'm gonna have to fix that's currently covered that is in a snowy biome that I don't want to be covered in snow. Oh, the amount of string we're gonna need is gonna be pain. Be a sad day for sure. It would. We're gonna have to do it at one point. We knew it was coming when we destroyed the mountain to create a farmland area. Still snowy slopes. Call it hardcore forever digging world. Yeah. This is what endgame Minecraft looks like. This is what apparently everybody says they want. They want an endgame Minecraft world. Little do they know, it's just digging. Let's start prepping string for the Giga Tree. The middle of the Giga Tree is already string covered, so we at least got some progress on it. New shovel. I still want an end game world with that in mind. I mean, it doesn't have to be all digging. Oh, it's just a joke that it is. I just know for me in an endgame Minecraft world, I like to do a lot of landscaping because then I can really be like, yeah, this is how I want it to be. We have so many areas up here that have been re-landscaped, even if it's just bringing the train up a few blocks. Like most of the city of Path is like 10-20 blocks above where the actual land was, just because it was like weird Minecraft generation that I wanted to bring up and smooth it out. How would you make a Japanese bedroom? I don't know. Probably a lot of like trying to make like paper walls, so you could use like birch trap doors for dividers and things. Banners could work like backwards, so you can see the stick holding up the banner. Stack them on top of each other. Be kind of a cool wall. Should I make a harbor base or a farm base? If you're just getting started, farming's always a good way to go because it'll help with animal breeding and get in early food sources. harbor is also fun, and you can go fish. Go fishy fish. Fishy fishy fish. You know? I really did not think it'd be taking this long to get all this dirt down, but you know, we're vibing. We've been hanging. It's been fun. Use frog lights and banners. I don't like putting a lot of frog lights everywhere. I think they look kind of. I don't like putting too many light sources in everywhere. You should really have a shulker for every different block. Yeah, it's fine. I put stone in one, and then I put dirt and grass in their own, and then all the other blocks they just kind of mix in. Which there's a boss item which disables snow in a biome. Yeah, if you kill like a desert, something in the desert, you dry out the snow biome. I think it would be cool if there was like a vanilla friendly way to change biomes like you can in Terraria. To be able to, but I think that's like you can change some of the biomes in Terraria, right? Like that'd be kind of cool to be able to change those things. But then I feel like if you had that and you could like change something to Mushroom Island, you just would never deal with mob spawns where you are. So it might be a little. I think Minecraft is definitely more complicated than how Terraria does things. Also, I think it fits the Terraria gameplay loop a little bit better than it does Minecraft. But it would be nice to be able to stop snow from sticking on the ground as something other than placing string on top of every single block, because holy heck, that just adds so many extra blocks around. When every single thing that you do needs to be string covered. Ugh. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Why not moss carpet? I mean, you can, but string is more invisible than moss carpet is, and sometimes I don't really want that. I don't want the big visibility that moss carpet brings all the time. Like where it actually like brings up the land. You could use moss carpet, but I mean, you can also use grass. Like snow doesn't replace tall grass or ferns or anything, so we're good on those. It's just every empty block needs to have string on it in order to make it not look like there's anything there, and also snow can't fall. Believe me, I have thought about this a lot. I have spent my fair share of time thinking about it, because I knew what I got into. This is the last line we're doing, and then we're going to start removing stone. Yeah, Creator's a good music disc. I'm not a massive fan of the start of it, but I do, after it gets going, I'm a big fan. Just don't like the subtle clown music vibe when it gets started. What's this gonna be? This is gonna be a giant lake. The bottom of the lake is going to look like a dormant volcano. I don't really know how I want to do that quite yet. I'm kind of thinking basalt and blackstone could be cool for like those darker dark colors of like old lava flows, but maybe instead of blackstone we could even work in some like dripstone and stuff, or trying to make it look like a volcanic rock. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. Oh no, why are you digging this time, Lake? Okay, that should be the whole stretch there. Enough. Because over there we get into different things. Yeah, if we take all this stone down and just bring it all the way flat, that's probably like the biggest chunk of everything. We might as well take that dirt back to the end. I don't know. Like COD Sanctuary as well, maybe? Never. What? Another big dig. Oh my, you got it, Bars. Apparently it's back. Blow it up, it's easier. I don't want to. I like digging. Got a lot of stuff dug over here already. Okay. I think we want to at least take this back to here. I'll just turn this on for now. We're gonna have so many blocks to build with after this. I'm gonna need to find something to do with all this dirt and grass. We're gonna have to do a big episode soon, just working on the... Well, we could come back here and place a lot of the grass in, so... But yeah, like a lot of this up here, it's just, we're not gonna have to do too much with it because most is gonna be behind the cliff, thankfully. We're gonna need to come back in and all this stuff eventually, but we can do that later. Like placing all these things in, but you can see down here is we gotta light that stuff up because I don't want mob spawning everywhere. So we'll figure that out. Minecraft 1030 with the 72 months, my dude. Thank you so very much. At tier 2. How you doing today? Welcome on in, my dude. Good to have you. Good to have you. Hope you've been doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're talking about the OG people in here. So there's the OG right there. Need 2 copper gray stage officially, and I finished my harbor build. Ooh. Ooh. Thankfully, copper grates you can just get like the end one and then like craft from there, so you don't have to wait for stage 1, which is nice. I'm just gonna bring this whole thing down so that we can know that we can just dig to the edge and then go from there. I haven't changed any of the prices on the YouTube memberships or anything like that. If it did get changed, it's YouTube doing something when converting to your currency, but I've not changed anything on my side, promise. Nessie got nothing on this light manic of a lake. Yeah, best believe it. Loch Ness Monster is gonna wish they lived here. Yeah, no, I will always keep my... I shouldn't say always. who knows? Something might change. But for the foreseeable future, I will not have any pricing changes. And if I do any pricing changes to how tiers work or anything like that, you all will have a very, very big heads up before anything goes into effect. I would never just shadow increase a price on y'all. Bro's still gonna be digging in 2026. I mean, yeah, it's part of Minecraft. Probably be digging a little bit. Probably not on this prod. I mean, maybe we'll probably still be digging out the river, and to be honest. But no, this year in the Minecraft world is themed around transforming the world, and part of transforming the world for me is being able to finally do all the terraforming projects that I've been wanting to do. Look at that, stone blocks that are supposed to be here. Woo! We don't have to break those. I've seen Stranger Things. I've never seen the other ones though. I'm not a big TV watcher. Much prefer to just like play games instead of watch TV. I like something a little bit more engaging typically. Nothing wrong with shows and whatnot, just not my cup of tea. Please don't ever die. I'm trying my best. We'll be working on those highlands in the background in 2026, that's for sure. Yeah, we will. Nah, the highland up here is waiting for the new cows. We're gonna build a cattle ranch with the woolly cows. They're gonna be up here, and then the other boyos, the longhorn cows, the warm weather cows, they're gonna probably get something out in the savannah. But no, I want to build a big old cattle ranch for the new woolly cows. I think it's gonna be really fun. We've been pretty close to popping more than one totem. Like, we had the scare in the trial chamber recently where I got to half a heart. That was a little spooky. But outside that, I haven't had too many issues. Knock on wood again, you know? But yeah, anything you're buying on iPhone, that new policy that they put out, they just charge an absurd like 30% markup. So if you are like a Twitch watcher or a YouTube watcher, like a stream watcher, and you want to become a member, please, if you use an iPhone, log onto your desktop and become a member from there. You will save like 30 cents. 40 cents or something like that for every single month. And that even includes if you started it on your iPhone and then moved to watching on somewhere else. As long as the subscription goes through Apple, they're taking an extra 30 cents on every transaction. And that's just Apple pocketing the change. So if you want to save yourself money, because it doesn't give me anything more if that cost goes up. That's just giving money to Apple. But yeah. Apple loves to take their little cut there. That goes for pretty much anything you buy on Apple through an app. I did not know that. Yeah. That started, well, that's a scam now. It's in the terms and conditions on their app store, so. It's technically in there. Yeah, anything and everything you buy on the App Store, just 30 cents of whatever you purchase goes directly to Apple. And all the prices on everything just go up by 30 cents. +1 for Android. Woohoo! It's a legal scam. Exactly. Loopholes. That all just needs to be stone. We're getting through this section, though. We're slowly working through it. I was about to say quickly. We are not quickly working through it. We've been in here for 3.5 hours. It's 30 cents, not 30%. Thank God. That'd be nuts. Yeah, it even applies if you're like playing like Clash of Clans or something and you buy like gems or whatever the heck they were. Like that, even part of that goes to Apple. So it's more expensive to do that on an Apple device than on an Android. So if you want to be a true whale in any little mobile game you're playing, you just gotta get an Android. You can earn more in-game currency for your $1. I've been working at my Harbor Village and it's been 5 IRL days. Ooh, big build. Big build. At least they make good lap armors. True. Big build time. Big build time. Never owned an iPhone and never will. I had one for a while. I enjoyed it, but I like Android more. iPhone and Apple products are great if you don't want to have to think about what your phone does. Like, it's going to do what it does out of the box, and it's going to do that well, but it's not going to do anything else. Whereas an Android is also going to do the stuff well that it can do out of the box, but you can make it do so many other things because the Android operating system just allows you to do more. So there's more customizations you can make and more things and just more general options. Not that I really take advantage of them, but it's one where it's like, I like to know that it's there if I need to do something. But like, if you're just like a simple non-techie person who just wants their stuff to work, like if you're fully integrated on the Apple suite, like it's pretty nice. Like it's like my wife has an iPhone, she has a MacBook through work, and she has an Apple Watch, and like all of them just share everything across the board, and it's super easy. So but for me, I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. Genfire, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, folks. How we doing today? We're doing a little diggy over here, working on clearing out some land right now. All the purple and red and everything you're seeing is light Matica. We're just using it to clear out this corner real quick. Thank you so much for the raid, though. I really do appreciate it. Welcome on in. Hope you all are doing well. What will we be up to today? Let's Well, we're kind of still just. I don't know. Let's just throw this, and keep on.
Keep on digging.
I'm digging again. I don't know if y'all have been here, but we've been digging a lot recently, and now we're digging more. 3 times. Whip noises, yeah. You know, it's the thinking noises. You gotta have a good thinking noise every once in a while. Just what? Joe streamed designing a time/space rift portal for the next season of a Bedrock hardcore store I've been invited to because season 2 starts soon. It's gonna have a dragon coming out of it. Oh wow, that'll be cool. Fun. Cool. Sounds like a good time. Okay, I think we're full on junk now. Yes, we are. Let's go drop our stuff off. Whee! We're clearing out this entire space. And by this entire space, I mean this entire space. All of the purple must go. We're working on building a lake and a bunch of cliffs around said lake. So it's gonna be cool. We just gotta actually do it. Why are you always digging so much? Because I like landscaping. It's a problem, but it's not. Alright, that box is full. You can go here. Another shulker full. Another one here. Okay. We're gonna be here for a while. Yeah. Been 3.5 hours so far today. Pretty good. Pretty good grind. We're getting through it though. Slowly but surely we will. We shall dig the lake, 1 block at a time, as the prophecy foretold of Minecraft, 1 block at a time. Java sucks. You're right, Java does suck. No, Java's pretty nice. What for? The lake that'll be sitting behind the university that's going up on the hill. A giant orange concrete structure of Università. We'll get to the university after we finish this. I've got a block palette in mind. I need to like lay it all out and get some better ideas in there soon, but I've got at least like the general block palette in mind. It's gonna be really representative of like what the key elements of the city are, like a lot of the big city infrastructure, like the walls and the gatehouses and everything. Like I want to bring a lot of those blocks into it. You get Lightmatica gets you confused. I feel like I've learned how pretty well to kind of ignore the Lightmatica stuff and see the mobs behind. So there's definitely times where a mob will jump out and get me or something when I'm not really paying attention, but I guess that's the whole reason to have your chest piece on. I turned the light up by accident. Okay. I just try and keep it on when I'm doing the edges, but when we're doing big stuff like this, I usually will try and have it hidden. I don't need it. Bedrock is the best. What if, like, we said all versions of Minecraft were pretty cool? What if we stop saying that one sucks and one is better? What if we just said, like, hey, if you play Minecraft, that's pretty cool. However you play Minecraft, that's sweet. You play it on your Switch, great. You play it on your refrigerator, even cooler. Honestly impressed you're able to use the controls. Play it on Java Edition. Cool. Enjoy. Have fun. Play it on your phone. Oh, yeah, fun. Cool, cool, cool. Anima, thank you so much for being here today. You have a good one, all right? Sleep well. Play Switch and PC. Yeah. The one thing Bedrock has is the cross compatibility, like where you can be like on your phone while you're on a bus or something playing in your world, and then you can be like at your home, then log in on your computer and keep working on the same thing. And you can like be like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna go grab my Switch and crawl in bed and play over here. Like that's all pretty cool. Like that is awesome that you can do that. But like outside of that, like I think pure gameplay wise for me, because I've done it for so much longer, I will never move off of Java. I think if they canceled Java Edition, like I would honestly have like a really tough time deciding if I wanted to continue playing Minecraft or if I wanted to move into some other game. Like I don't think that I can, even like regardless of like if Bedrock controls and slipperiness were the same thing that they are now, just because I'm so used to Java, like I would have a really hard time swapping like permanently to Bedrock. Like I don't know if I'd want to do it, which is, I'm very thankful that Minecraft has said that they're never getting rid of Java Edition. Like, they're always going to have the 2 versions, which is very good. I also like that Java, you don't have to update right away. Like, you can pick when you want to update. Whereas Bedrock, you are always forced into the new updates as soon as they get there, regardless if bugs are fixed or not. And you can't deny the ability to mod your game. It's pretty good. Game already runs pretty smoothly for me, but being able to make it run even more smoothly with community-made performance increased mods, pretty good. I like appearing on my brother's through land like Herobrine, just staring from the cliff and then vanishing. Be pretty good. Pretty good. Hardcore Minecraft on the smart fridge when? We'll see if a sponsorship comes through. I don't have a smart fridge. I am buying a smart fridge to make a gag of a video. But you know, if somebody wanted to sponsor me and give me a smart fridge, maybe. Okay. Be so physically uncomfortable. Oh yeah, no, it'd be awful. It would not be fun. I could do it for like a funny short or something, but like took a year to learn how to play Minecraft on an iPad. It's so hard. Dude, I cannot understand like mobile Minecraft controls. They do not click for me at all. It's rough. I've tried. Like I've had to do it for a few brand deals over time, and that's the only time I've ever done it. And oh my gosh, I feel like I'm just like playing with a hand tied behind my back. And my character is just like, just anytime I do something, I'm just like, whoa. It's a full 180 spin. Okay, we did it. Woo. geez, hello. Don't do that, please. Beacon's so strong. I forgot about the beacon. It is nice to be able to just like shear off exactly what we need. And then here we can just place our stern back in. I don't know if I have any more stone than this. No, I do not. Okay. Have some stone. No. Much andesite. What was I doing? I turn around and see fWhip sitting at my fridge playing Minecraft. Yeah, that would be a day. You're like, mobile controls are a mental workout. I feel like it's one where if you can build up the muscle memory, it's not that bad, but it's just that getting started on it is pretty tough to get it right. Because there's some kids that'll play on mobile phones and you're like, how are you doing that? And they're just like, it's so easy. Like, I didn't even know there's a control for that. They're like, yeah, if you activate blah, 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 and put your finger here and here and here, and then blah, blah, and then you can do the super cool flip. I'm like, what? Since when? Like, it's been out for forever. Like, like, I have some younger cousins on my wife's side of the family that are like, they mostly play on iPad, whatnot, and they're insanely good on on using touch controls at whatever game they're playing or doing or whatever. It's insane. I'm like, I don't know how you do that. And they look at me like, I thought you were a gamer. Like, I thought I was too. Probably shouldn't be filling in too much of this, to be honest. So it'll make it hard to jump around later. I remember switching from Bedrock to Java, and the first thing I did was craft a boat without having to make a shovel. I always forget that's a recipe. That's such a weird recipe difference. Why? Also, it's like, do you think if Minecraft could, they would change it so that that the recipe would have a shovel on Java Edition? Like, do you feel like that Minecraft like feels like that Java players would just riot if it was changed? Because we probably would, let's be honest. Java players like things a certain way. But it would be interesting to see if they, like, which way they would go. Because the one that was newer is the with the shovel. So do you think that's, like, intentional for there to be a shovel in it? Don't know. Hardened shovel to boat. Yeah, in order to make a boat on Bedrock Edition, you have to use a shovel in the middle of the U shape, I think. I'm pretty sure that's where it goes. Not anymore? Oh, that got removed? Okay. is weird looking. This is Lightmatica. It's just telling me it's a schematic that I have, and all the purple is stuff that we need to get rid of. So basically, it's like a 3D blueprint of what I've already designed in a creative world, and I just need to remove it all out here. Why would a boat need a shovel? Because it's the ore. What are you paddling around your boat with? That's supposed to symbolize the ore. Well, cool part here is all of this is supposed to be grass blocks. Okay, we're making it. This is all supposed to be like mud stuff down here. I have the grass on me. I might have enough. I don't think I have enough to fill it all in, but we can try. Definitely filling the rest with the dirt as we need. Let's do a little border on it. And we'll just fill in as much as we can. And then we'll fill in dirt for the rest of the gaps because we definitely have it on us. Perfect. Oh, okay. I feel like I want to bring it all down to it being like the one block deep. And then we'll establish the shore and get all the mud built out there, and then we'll start digging out underneath. I feel like that's probably the best way to go. Oh no, I'm getting a headache. Oh no, May. Don't feel like you have to hang around. Go take care of yourself. We're just gonna, I'll finish it all the way out. I don't want to, but I will. I have to. Okay, snoozies. Would it be cool if you could craft grass blocks? I feel like you'd have to craft them with tall grass, which is easier just to get silk touch and harvest grass blocks than it is to have to harvest tall grass to then make it. I feel like I prefer it in its current form over that. do wish you could craft rooted dirt, though. I really wish you could just add a hanging root to a piece of dirt and it would give you a root dirt. Rooted dirt. I feel like that. I'm always kind of confused why that was never added to the game. What's the mod for connected grass? It is called Better Grassify. All right, we're going to here because that kind of connects all the way up that way. Okay, music's breaking again. Maybe we'll place some in just to clear some inventory space. Ah. Danger. Danger! Stranger danger.
Pleased to meet you.
Major Laser Lazar, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate that.
Pleased to meet you.
And Zach, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just trying to clear a little inventory. Just gonna look so weird as soon as we turn the light matica off. That's fine. It didn't clear any inventory because I just kept picking up new stuff. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. When's the next video? Thursday. Quit video Thursdays. Rolls right off the tongue. Put video on Thursday. I try and always if there's a video for the week, it'll be out on Thursdays. And then if there's a second video, which is very rare, but that'll usually be out on a Saturday. What if I just like randomly dropped a Tuesday video? That could be cool. Yeah, we hardcore main series video coming this Thursday. Debating on how long this takes me to do. If this starts taking too long, I will pull out and move over to doing a hardcore island video. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep working away on this one. No Tuesday video, no. Sorry. No planned Tuesday videos, at least, unless I misscheduled something and you randomly get it on Tuesday instead of when it was supposed to release. If so, whoopsies. Big sad. Alrighty. Did we get that cleared out down there? We did. I think my friends, I know we kind of just spent a long time clearing dirt today. But I think that's a good stopping point for here. We've got this entire place scraped off of dirt and grass, and we need to just start coming and bringing it down. We got that torn down, which is good, from there to there. And we got that back section out there chopped down, so then we just need to start. I don't know why I still have this running, but I guess I got a really long time lapse. I think that's, yeah. It's 11 p.m. I can't sleep, so fWhip stream. Well, Irish, I think that's you're gonna have to go figure out how to sleep or find somebody else to entertain you, because we're gonna be wrapping up stream, or you can watch the VOD if you just jumped in. So you know you got all that. You got 4 hours of keeping yourself distracted. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Please throw these arrows out of your inventory, bro. Why? I got bow in my inventory. Why am I throwing my arrows away? I gotta use my infinity bow. Come on now. Thank you all so very much for being here, though. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support. I'm gonna go find somebody to raid over on Twitch and all that cool stuff. But my friends, really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. We'll be live again on Wednesday. New video Thursday. Probably stream on Friday. But with that, my friends, catch you on the flip side. Bye.